System communication. Let's see, I'm already hitting that box. Manager. No, not settings.
Said the awful waffle. Can you change the title?
I told you I was going to do that. Anxiety. Oh, we're live right now, by the way.
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a heads up.
3 people. What?
And update information. And then if you... Yeah, see, it already says it on your system communication. Why did you do that?
I was trying to get to the thing.
Oh, nobody's even said anything yet.
Hey!
Wow, as soon as we open it up, Miss D, what's up?
Where?
I turned the microphone on.
I don't know.
I think so. Yes.
Can you hear us? Is the microphone working?
They're not having ads right now.
Shit. They are if they're just joining.
No, they fixed. Like she said, she fixed it. Where it is a setting on for
right. Okay. Cool.
Of course, you're smoking in that cold ass air.
Is it still snowing? Sorry. We've been sleeping today. Well,
like, I literally
I
just woke
didn't
up
sleep.
at like 8 something because of some fucking CBD gummies and
he got fucked
somebody
up.
not letting me sleep at night.
You slept pretty... I mean, I don't know.
I didn't fall asleep till 5 o'clock this morning.
I can't live like this anymore. I need my boyfriend. I get lonely.
Well, it's because
Hey! Who are we? Who's fronting
hey,
tonight?
It's Neverland.
Neverland.
System.
Hey, Jordan.
What up, boss?
Boss. We're gonna have to say boss because one of our new friends is named Jordan as well, or has an alter named Jordan. See, there's ads.
Oh. They're still saying hi. Well, that's you getting an ad. They may not be getting one.
Well, I'm not a subscriber, so it's probably.
I thought you did. No, you didn't.
I said that was kind of a waste of money since it was like our money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I see
Tell
how it
Hannah
is.
hi.
I see how it is.
Tell Hannah that Xander said he'll be disappointed she's not around.
Yeah, Xander's planning on coming and giving his vibe. Apparently.
It's a fucking weirdo.
He liked that attention.
Yeah, these are not. These are actually just Camel.
Regular.
Fucking super light, I guess.
Oh, I'll probably love them.
With
Yeah,
tiny
it's gonna
bit
be
involved.
once we get to the content. You know how we do all that bullshit first, so...
Yeah, she's got like an hour before we
Yeah.
actually start talking about anything.
Nix. Oh, awesome.
It's nice to meet you, Nix.
Nice to meet you, Nix. Do you have pronouns, or...
Oh, okay.
Boss Jordan. I feel a little dirty calling you that.
Quality Jordan.
I tell ya, I wish I knew how alters came up with their names because they have the fucking coolest names. I tell you, they, them, awesome.
They, them.
That's great. I think the ads are over.
Yeah, it was.
We'll wait about 3 or 4 more minutes before we get started, y'all. I know Joey has another scrimmage tonight with her with his team. Why did I even? I can't get anybody's names right. I'm calling people by the wrong names. I'm probably gonna call Misty Hannah Misty.
Well, no, see, I have that problem with people that have the same letter name. Like, I'm constantly forgetting which one's, calling one Avery and one Abby.
Yeah, your nieces, yeah.
And I fucking call Gambit Garrett all the time.
I think it's all the medicine we take. Yeah, these are perfect for me, just so you know, for future reference. We have they didn't have his kind, and they're like ultralights.
Yeah, I didn't know what the term, because I knew silver was light and like gold is like regular or whatever, but I didn't know the color scheme for ultralight.
Well, here we go. I don't smoke except for when we're streaming, pretty much, or I get really stressed out because I quit smoking in 2019 and I vape now. I don't necessarily like it, but Ernie says I look hot when I smoke, and I was like, okay.
Then I was telling her that I was like, well, I don't know that. She's like, when did they change them from lights?
Yeah, I haven't smoked
I'm like,
in
they
so
haven't
long.
let them call fucking cigarettes lights in a long time.
I used to smoke. I was such a bougie girl. I smoked Virginia Slims, 120s, like them long, skinny motherfuckers. Like I thought I was in the 20s. I was a flapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it just depends on the clerk you get, because you could go in there and be like, let me get some Marlboro Menthol Light or Marlboro Lights or
They'll
whatever,
know what they
and
mean.
they'll go get them. Or you'll get the fucking snooty ass one and be like, they're not called light anymore. They're silver. This. Bitch, get my cigarettes.
Oh, that's funny.
Fucking...
Nick's, our friend Joey that's in the scrimmage game tonight, but maybe joining us later, lives in Canada, but he lives in the West. I forget where, but sort of middle west in Canada. But he was telling us you can't get hardly any like good quality cigarettes like we have in America. And so we were thinking about sending, but he said we can only send 1 pack. And I was like, what? Like, Canada is so strict on some stuff, but then I'm jealous because y'all have, like, a lot of other good things, like good health care and stuff like that.
Man, I missed using my sound for bitch get my cigarettes. Because I meant to throw in the... Ain't nobody got time for that! Yeah. I need one that's just, like, that is really just like, man, shut the fuck up.
So they actually try to school you at the store on what kind of cigarettes are called?
Well, it just depends on the clerk you get, you know. Basically, if you get a clerk that's a fucking smoker or not, you get one...
Oh my god, that's awesome. Make sure that it's okay with their parents. Like, I don't want some parent, like, coming down, breathing down our necks because we're inappropriate.
Yeah, because this is...
Like,
it's supposed to be marked as a NSFW
some parents
adult.
be tripping, dude. They'll find out where you work and all that stuff. Aw, thank you. We feel the same way.
Honestly.
Right. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
Whatever. She didn't look like a bad bitch.
A bad bitch. I don't know. He says I look hot, so I don't know. I think I feel gross, but if I'm in a room full of cigarette smoke, I might as well partake.
And which actually, honestly, it's great to have the Neverland system here because of the fact, like, of the topic of the night.
Yeah,
because it'll be something that you know you can
really,
actually talk about with us.
They can definitely help.
Is system communication.
Yeah. So I was inspired by a post. That's what we're gonna. Okay, just making sure. Uncle Gus, what up, bro?
What's up, bro?
How you doing? How's life?
I missed it, but yeah.
What's up? Hey, Hannah. We got all the cool people here.
Hey, Hannah.
Hannah, Xander's coming to see you apparently, because you said you liked his vibe. All right, awesome. Welcome. What is Zatanna?
Zatanna? Where did it say?
Show?
I found out that there's going to be a Zatanna movie. Fuck yes!
A show.
It doesn't matter, dude. I fucking love
Awesome.
Zatanna.
Elijah is very much welcome.
He's kind of like, she's kind of like the Constantine of fucking Marvel. But like,
sweet.
way more powerful.
Fucking sweet. Awesome. Well, it is 9:05, so we're gonna go ahead and get started because we have.
Oh, you're right. She is DC. What the fuck?
Is she?
So she's like DC's version of Doctor Strange.
Cool. Jordan, do you know if they've got any casting or anything done, or just that the show's coming?
She needs to have black hair and some gorgeous ass eyes.
Awesome. You
thick
tell
hips.
them. Can't wait to meet them, Hannah. Oh, that's awesome. It's pretty easy to start a Twitch. I think it is. I think it didn't take me very long.
You just register like an email.
You register an email or a phone, something like that.
But both of our Instagram and I'm on the wrong phone. But like our Instagram and something else is now set up as like business class because we use them for the stream.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know what that means, but what's up?
It means we can get like advertisement and shit.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Just tell me how.
Guess what, everybody? We've made a whole 51 cents off ads.
Yeah, ads actually got us 51 cents, man. We're halfway to a ice cream cone at McDonald's. But I mean, what? That took us 4 to 5 days?
Yeah.
To get 51 cents?
Yeah, that's what I had to explain to her. It's like, it's not the people, it's not how many people come in and see ads while we're streaming. It's also like when they go watch the old videos, and it's like,
right.
They're basically tallying up all the ads total that are shown through all our streams. So,
all right, guys. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. And Hannah, you can catch your friends up if you already haven't. I'm Micah, and this is my beloved
basically
Ernie.
just tell them we're not psychiatrists and can't diagnose anything. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm Micah, and this is Ernie. And Ernie and I have been on quite a journey over the last year. Ernie was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, which is formerly known as multiple personality disorder. We always say that because most people do not know it as its proper term. Even though it was changed in 1996, people do know what multiple personality disorder is, but it is called dissociative identity disorder. And he was diagnosed in the middle of our relationship at the age of 38. And so this channel is dedicated to the daily living with DID and what it's like to be in a relationship. I also struggle with some of my own mental issues, including PTSD, borderline personality disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, depression. I don't know. I've got a bunch of alphabets after my name. And so does Ernie. He does not just have DID. Most of the time when you have DID, you have comorbid especially PTSD, because DID is...
Now, is it Edens or E-Dance?
Or Dan's or E or Big Easy.
Just call you E.
E. No, that's Elijah.
Elijah.
Yeah. Hey, Elijah, welcome. What's up, Monarch? How you doing, bruh?
All
right, I'm getting to the intro.
Because there's something I need to get to.
Okay, so, this channel is literally about living with mental health and the relationships and how we navigate daily life. We are trying to reduce the stigma surrounding the disorder of dissociative identity disorder, and we're trying to help people, and that is why we are here. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit the follow button and the notifications, because it'll let you know when we are live. Because most of the time, we are live 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, USA. But sometimes we also stream when we're out and about. Last night we had quite a few visitors in the middle of the night when we went to Waffle House. So it is what it is. Plus, when you follow, it's just a good thing. If you have subscription capabilities, that's nice too. We appreciate that. And if you want to see any of our old content, because content goes away on Twitch, it doesn't stay forever. We load our videos onto our YouTube channel, which is Xander Roast Dark Sky. It's also on our homepage. And you should just go, most people have a YouTube, and just follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you never know when someone might need the content, or you meet somebody in life that might need to see it, or you might need to see it, or refresh your memory on something. And all the videos are there on our channel on YouTube. So please go by there and see that. Also, the more followers we have on YouTube, so Twitch requires a lot of bandwidth to stream. So you basically have to be on Wi-Fi to stream live on Twitch. So we can't just be on the go streaming on Twitch as easily as we can on YouTube. So that's kind of something we were going to do both. We're obviously going to always be on our regular time here, but we'd like to be able to have a little bit more flexibility with that. So help us out if you find any of this mildly stimulating. If you have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime subs are free for you, so hook that up. So disclaimer, we are not professional psychiatrists. I mean, I wish, so I could have access to that medication pad, but we're not. And we are just two people who live in Arkansas.
Oh, I appreciate that info, Nix. I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that. I could do a highlight thing, and then they won't ever be taken down.
Interesting. I did not know that, because I did not think we had that option, because we're not partners or whatever. You know what I mean?
Partners, even still with partners, their videos only get saved for 60 days.
Yeah, but as much as we stream, I would think that they would limit us. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Definitely look into it. The Stream Observer. Hello. Welcome.
That's Aiden.
Oh, Aiden. All right. Aiden,
which badass name reminds me of Aiden from Smallville, who also played Doomsday. And of course, Elijah's a badass name because of fucking Elijah from the originals.
Well, Elijah was one of my favorite students I ever had. So there you go. Anyways, we're not professionals, so please take our advice as life experience, our own research, stuff that we've learned in our own therapy and our own life, and not as a professional. So, but that being said, we want you to ask questions. Please ask questions, because that makes the stream so much better.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got that wrong. Aiden was from Being Human, not... It was the same actor, but his name was Davis on Smallville. Aiden's from Being Human. My bad.
But anyways, it's still a badass name.
Yeah.
Aiden's along the line of my nephews, Ethan and Gavin. Nice. I had a dream about Zelda. It was so weird. Alright. So, trigger warning. This is an adult content stream. We make really inappropriate jokes. For some reason, we talk about sex a lot. I don't know why, but we do. And we try to give other trigger warnings regarding trauma issues, especially when we have other systems in our chat. because there's some things that may not be triggering to the average person, even with PTSD, but they would be triggering to a system. So I want to give a trigger warning now that we will and usually do end up talking about trauma situations, because that's the only, we try to keep it really real and honest. And sometimes that's the way to help people, is to show them that you're a regular person who goes through things. So I do need to issue that trigger warning.
Yes, I'm going to get some more coffee. You should be done by the time I get back. And I will go ahead and tell you now that what will follow from me is going to be a trigger warning, because you're about to see me very angry.
What happened?
You know. I'm about to call out some motherfuckers.
Who? What? I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm literally concerned. I have no idea, Misty. It could be a switch happening. I don't know. Anyways, tonight's topic, once we get to it, is going to be on system communication. A system is what people with DID call the totality of their personality, their alternate identities, which are short for alters. And we're going to be talking about, Arnie will be discussing how important this is for people with DID, and we will talk about how communication can be achieved based on our experiences, learning from other systems, and our own research and therapy. But mostly we'll be talking about why it is so important to develop some system communication, to living a full life. To be able to be an open system, communication is extremely important. And so that will be our theme for tonight. And then I'm going to hit the funny stuff and hit all the updates. But Ernie has a message?
Yeah.
Or could I do updates first? Or...
No, I want to go ahead and do this now.
Apparently, Neverland said, Ernie, we love you.
And we love you too.
And Nix is the gatekeeper and said system communication is so important.
Yes, this is why I'm issuing a trigger warning right now, because there will be harsh language and a lot of anger. So.
What are you angry about?
So first off, let me say, if what the following, I'm gonna name off some names here. And if what I'm about to start speaking about doesn't apply to you, please do not take offense to it. Ignore it, because it does not apply to you.
It does not apply to you.
Another Twitter viewer.
Twitch viewer.
Cactips. Lurks. Where's the other one? Waptart.
Joey, did you win?
You cowardly cunt piece of a shit. Don't need to sit here and spy in my fucking chat. If you have something to say about me to anyone, say it to my motherfucking face, you coward. Stop sitting in here spying on my fucking streams and running your fucking mouth to other people. And if I find out which one of you that it is up there fucking doing, I will let everyone know what a fucking coward you are. And what kind of dirt ass piece of shit human being that you have to be to sit there and fucking treat someone who's going through a fucking mental crisis with such little regard. Especially if you're one of those people whose fucking two sons go to fucking jail constantly because they're fucking pieces of shit that can't stop stealing from their own fucking mother. So, keep that in mind as you sit there and fucking spy on the fucking chat that I know that you're sitting there fucking watching, and I think you're disrespectful. I think you're a worthless piece of fucking shit, and you're not worth fucking trash scrapped off my fucking heel of my boot. I'm done.
we we've had some trouble. Let me break that down a little bit. I'm not trying to explain what Ernie just said because his feelings are his feelings and he has the right to, as a system, feel that way. Yes, he's being very specific, and welcome, Father Pastor Randy.
What's up, Father Pastor Randy?
So yeah, he's talking about family members flat out. There's
right.
just no.
I'm not going to hide the fact. There's a member of my fucking family that sits in here under one of these fucking fake ass fucking names. Because, you know, they don't want me to know who they are, but they sit and they fucking spy. And then, like, go back and talk shit. Like we were saying,
last night, literally,
when Casper was out, they decided, you know, they went back to my mother and was like, "Oh, your son was all the internet rolling around and acting like a baby and
playing with animals."
Right? Okay, because they don't want to accept the fact that I have an illness, and they're in fact like trying to twist it that I'm using mental illness to actually do harm to my family.
Yeah, it's been hard, y'all, in this stream, and I think the reason that Ernie is able to express that is because he's feeling so supported by strangers, and that feels really rough when you've got strangers supporting you, and then your own family is like, you're a bullshit liar.
Yeah, it's just, and that's the thing, Misty, if I knew exactly which one of them it was...
Yeah,
I would straight ban them, but I don't want to ban somebody
that actually just
that is here just to watch, you know,
getting something out of it.
Right.
I'm proud of you for saying that. I really am. I know it was very harsh and angry, but ain't me, dog.
Well, no, obviously not, because you're brand new into this chat room.
These are people that we see every night.
Every single night, but have yet to ever say anything. Like...
Really? They can still watch, and they just can't talk? Wow. Well, that's unfortunate. Plus, we load all of our stuff on YouTube, but I think he just wanted to say that...
Really, I just wanted to call out the fact that I know that they're there.
Yeah, we figured it out because the information that's getting out... We caught somebody in something last night that was real obvious that they already knew something that we said. Like, we were like, listen to what happened tonight, blah, blah, and they were like,
that's also Gigi just being Gigi. She just nods her head like, okay, when she
I
doesn't
don't know.
care.
I don't know. Somebody's watching something. That's all I know.
Like I said, Gigi's actually, honestly, I can tell from her book that she's really just been sketching.
That's true.
There's no sound coming out of there, so it's not...
I know.
I don't think it's Gigi at all.
But I think she gets the information based on those texts I found. But anyways. But let's change the topic for just a minute and let's do updates. Those are always fun. All the crazy stuff that happened today or since last night. So I woke up...
It may not change anything, Neverland, but knowing that means more than it being to change anything.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to live openly too, and that's even harder for them because we'll literally, like, he'll walk through the living room and as an altar and be like, what's up, you know, and I know that they're probably rolling their eyes, and I mean, that's fine, you know, but, you know, he can't go to Thanksgiving, he can't do that stuff because of the way his family, you know, fuck them for real, exactly, Nix, like, you already know.
I mean, she can tell you when she brings up stuff like that, that's my exact response is, fuck them.
He's like, I'm not here to prove this is real when I mean, who would choose to bear their, like, privacy on the internet and stuff? Like, what would be the gain of it? The $14 we have to take everybody to get ice cream?
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't...
And it's not what
logically.
It's not what I created. I didn't even create it to prove or disprove that DID is even real to anybody.
Said that. He said that from the get-go.
I just want, you know, I'm basically just documenting what the
your own journey.
My own journey of what it's like dealing with it. And if people want to watch it, cool. If they don't, that's fine too.
When we first got the diagnosis and everything, we were just searching for information. We were just hungry for all the information we could find, and we feel like this is an area that needs a place for people to go. Like, we feel like this is a missing area of information.
Which, Neverland, we do have a Discord now.
Oh, yes. I have that on the list. All right, so update, y'all. I woke up this morning to Ernie cuddling with the mama panda that Misty and family sent. Mimi, mama, something like that.
So Casper apparently got up in the middle of the night.
And chose that one.
And chose Mama Bear.
I asked, did he have a nightmare? He said apparently so. And just rolled to the other side with the panda and went back to sleep.
Yeah, that was me, by the way. She woke me up and I woke up and I was holding it. And I was like, she's like, do you have a nightmare? I'm like, I guess so.
And he just rolled over with the panda and went back to sleep. As I was typing this, he was still asleep at 11 a.m. But when I got back about 12:30 from hanging out with my dogs and stuff, he woke up and he stayed awake for about, I don't know, 3 hours.
Listen, mini story. Let me tell you something. All right, so I got these because I wanted to go get more of the cones for my CBD, but apparently they can't sell those anymore. Which I understand why, because they were getting you fucking high. But I got these margarita lime gummies, and word of caution, about a 65, 70-year-old hippie-looking chick who tells you she's already got her medical card and everything.
And she still takes these.
Had to take CBD while... she couldn't smoke marijuana or whatever. But when she tells you that one of these, knocked her out, I wouldn't listen to that caution, because I ate one of these gummies, as soon as I got out of that tobacco store. Then I had to go to Walmart, and I was halfway to the creamer, and forgot what the fuck I came to Walmart for.
I let him go by itself, because my back was hurting. Long story, I worked really hard today.
Yeah, so I was standing there for about 3 minutes wondering what the fuck did I come to Walmart for, then just happened to be able to see dairy, and I was like, oh yeah, creamer. So I grabbed the creamer, and I grabbed her some peanut butter cups, because that's what she wanted, and then...
I did.
I was good to go, and I was probably just standing, I've been standing there, and I was just waiting, and then, I hear, sir... And I didn't pay attention because I think they were talking to me. And they go, sir. And I was like, yeah, what's up? She's like, are you going to check out? You've been standing here for over 5 minutes, just standing here. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to go.
Them gummies be hitting.
And then I immediately came home and passed out till about 8:20 something. And threw the stream together. So that's why I'm unkempt and unshowered and... looking like shizzle.
I put the stream together this morning.
Well, so... I mean, the physical.
I got you. So last night we did...
I am still kind of fucking high right now.
Yeah, he gets that sleep. I'm not bitter at all. We did go to Waffle House last night and streamed, and we had some folks in the chat, so that content's really good if you want to go back and watch. But... for those of you that don't know...
especially the part about walking in on the
right,
cops.
That's where we're getting. So we rolled into this Waffle House, and we live in a small town. So all the cops are the same cops, right? And they work the night shifts. It's the same cops, right? We've never really talked about it on stream, but when Xander was really being a really bad persecutor alter, he was causing a lot of stuff, a lot of problems. And so Xander caused the cops to be called 3 times.
Three motherfucking times. 2
times to Ernie's house and 1 time to my house. And nothing came of it as far as charges or any of that crap. But this is a small town with the same cops. You feel me? So we walk in the Waffle House, living our best life, streaming live.
Nix! Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, gotta play
it. We gotta play it. Thank you so much, Nix.
First, there's the... well...
we got a sub, y'all!
And then...
thank you so much for the sub! Oh my god, guys!
Yes!
Nice.
Thank
What
you.
are you doing?
Oh, wrong
Bro?
one. My bad. That was not meant to be pressed.
So anyways, we walk into the Waffle House streaming live. Like, we're live streaming. We're living our best life. We're so excited because we made new friends last night, including Songbirds and the Neverland System. And we're like live with them, talking to them. And Summer Breezy's another one of our new followers. Anyways, and we walk in and they have Waffle House where you can only sit on one side, I guess because of COVID. Anyway, there was the 4... What?
What you watching?
Right. She's talking about Pornhub. Okay, so then there's these four cops sitting there. That it's 1:00 in the morning, so these are the same cops because I swear it was about that time every time Xander called the police. So, but one of them specifically, he was here by himself one time dealing, but he was respectful. Like, nothing really bad happened out of these 3 interactions, but literally we walked in and it was awkward as fuck. We were like, I went, like, it was so...
Yeah, I made eye contact with one, and I can sum it up into 3 button pushes, right? This was his reaction when he made eye contact with me.
Say what?
And this was mine.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And then his reaction immediately following realization who I was.
No, God, please, no.
Nothing. I bet they were literally like, yo, they probably have like codes for crazy motherfuckers. So it was probably like, code 504.
Yeah, and then he told all his buddies. They all realized who we were, and they just collectively said to each other,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
They left. They were gone as soon as
left.
they sat down. But I'm going to tell you.
like, they rolled out.
They were like, that's that motherfucker got all them personalities and that's his crazy ass girlfriend. I guarantee you. And I bet they literally were like, we should stay in proximity of Waffle House because some shit might go down. I bet
We're
they were
gonna get
around
called
the
here in
corner.
like 5 minutes anyway, so.
I bet they were around the corner. But we were like, it was so awkward. Because, those were bad nights. Those were parts of the system journey and the journey with DID that we don't necessarily want to talk about. We do, but we're not.
We will.
That's not who we are 24 hours a day. Those were 3 incidents over a period of time, right?
Yeah.
And so we were just like, hey guys.
I wasn't. I was like,
I can't believe you recognized that one little one because he was with Xander, and Xander, he's like, sir, can you have a seat? Like, in his own living room. He's like, I just need you to have a seat for me.
Yeah, but he's also one that came up was like, hey, boss, how you doing?
And shook your hand, yeah.
So, yeah.
But them bigger ones, I don't like them because they was the one that told me to come. They was the one that I said they needed mental health training. They need to learn how to talk to women that have PTSD. Like, I said all kinds of shit to them.
That motherfucker's like, oh my god, boss is here. And then his friends were like, what? Looking for the fucking captain.
Okay, I'll play it for him later, Jordan. So, alright. So Cops at Waffle House celebration. We have 2 new followers who struggle with some of Ernie's same diagnoses. So we would like to officially welcome you. And I'm not sure that Breezy's here tonight, but Songbirds and the Neverland System. And tonight we're speaking with Nyx.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it makes it very fucking hard to go to sleep when you can actually hear him.
Yeah. So Songbirds is the Neverland System, and we are the Havoc System. And Songbirds is Nyx is fronting and Jordan is co-fronting, and we've talked about that before. Basically, they're both there, so to speak, but Nyx is in charge right now, and Nyx is a gatekeeper altar, and a gatekeeper altar is one that allows who comes in and out. Basically, that's the base comes to the front. That's
Is
the basic
Nyx a
definition.
gatekeeper?
Nyx said he was a gatekeeper. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember seeing that.
Yes, it's not all fun and games. I'm in the driver's seat, basically. That's correct.
See, that's how we refer to it too, because like basically like their system for getting in and out is to ride in the fire truck.
So anyways, we want to officially welcome, we're so excited to have another system on the channel because obviously we don't know everything, and so they can back us up or help us or flesh stuff out when people have questions. Did want to tell you we do have a Discord channel now. We don't know what it does because we're old. But
I know what it does.
Inbox or whatever, so we can invite you to it.
Well, you can post the link to it in the channel.
Okay, can I post the link here?
Uh.
Send me that. Oh, I think I have that invite.
Hold on.
I have that invite.
I'll work on it. You keep doing your thing.
Pull it up so that I can post it in the chat. If you guys want to join our Discord.
Well, I'll handle doing all of it.
Okay.
Because I can be in the chat from this phone.
Okay, cool. All right. So officially, you are welcome to Neverland. Let me in. Of course, you're gonna get in. So I'm saying we did fuck around with that shit. We fucked around and found out about Discord last night. Lastly, did anybody see Ernie's tribute TikTok to me today? Because I was bawling. Like, I was so surprised. It was so sweet. If y'all have not gone to Ernie's TikTok, it's Xanderos33, but it also says the Havoc System. But watch out, because there's 2 other Havoc Systems on TikTok. So
right, but we are the one actually known as the Havoc System.
The Havoc System. And it also will say Xanderos with an X. But anyways, he made the sweetest TikTok. I don't know if y'all can see it or I would play it. I guess I'll play it. If y'all can see it, you can. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. That's not it. I'm just kidding. That's not it.
Cool.
So
we'll definitely get into that songbird.
Here it is. Wait, I gotta turn the volume up. It says, before I show it to you, it says, no matter how hopeless you feel, there is someone out there that will love, understand, and accept you for all that you are. Anyways, that was really sweet, and I was really touched if anybody didn't see that. Alright, are y'all ready for DID joke of the day? Because you know I'm going to, like, come strong with it. Y'all know I'm going to come strong with it.
Let's see.
Bye, Elijah.
Bye, Elijah.
Thank
81
you.
followers.
That's amazing. Any of your problems, no matter how big or small. Thank you, Elijah. That's so sweet.
So,
Alright, so y'all ready for DID joke of the day? Alright, here we go.
That went through. Yep, that is.
There's the Discord.
For the Discord.
Yeah, you know what? Never, Nick. If you don't laugh,
you are fully welcome. I have yet to laugh at a single one of these.
Oh, whatever. You laughed at this one. You said it was good. Okay, you ready? Me. It says me. Sometimes I talk to myself. Me. Oh my God, same. That was a good one. Good night, stream. Thank you. Nice to meet you. We hope to see you again soon. Okay, let me read it again. Me. Sometimes I talk to myself.
Oh, whoa. Go back. What? Go back up to Prayer Randy.
Yeah.
Father Randy. Yo, what's up, Randy? Big E. That's somebody that fucking knows me.
Yeah, I know.
Because nobody calls me Big E.
Well, he's a pastor, Father Pastor Randy. Does that mean he was a priest?
No, that's the only person that I know that would use the name Randy is Randy, who's Doc. And he never calls me Big E. The only person that ever called me Big E, no, he called me Big Earn, never mind.
And then he said, ain't me, dog.
That sounds like Jordan.
It's not Jordan.
Not that Jordan, Gigi's Jordan.
Oh, it might be. But why is his name Father Pastor Randy?
So that I would know it's him, because I actually don't talk to him.
Oh.
Anyway. Good night, Aiden.
Alright, so let me read.
Appreciate the follows, guys.
Yes, thank you so
very
much. It won't let me go in after the invite. What?
Hold on.
I wonder why.
I think it's... Oh, it's because, it's an 18 plus Discord, Hannah. Hold on. Let me fuck with the systems. I'll lower it down. Is it security, maybe?
I would think it'd be under moderation.
I looked under moderation. That just is asking for verification letter, media center content. I think it's just overview, maybe.
Oh, she got in.
Oh, okay, cool. Said it couldn't open the page, and then I went there, and yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think everybody's good now. If you take the NSFW off, they should be able to get in. If we have any other trouble, we will, but we would rather put NSFW on stuff.
Yeah, because what we put that when I went there, like, myself, it was just like, hey, careful. Did she get in? I don't think she did, because I did have it set to you happen to be 18 to get in.
Settings. Permissions.
User, man, I think it's permission. No.
There it is. Unclick
There
not
we go.
suitable.
Need to confirm they are of reasonable age to view content. Okay, I took off the NSFW, so maybe now you can, Hannah.
I got you. Thank you, Songbirds. Again, I want no parents coming after me. Look at these awful adults indoctrinating the youth.
Oh, there.
Okay, so Ernie, you actually liked this joke, but I didn't get any laughs.
I gave you the Peter the Griffin laugh. I didn't give you the boo, oh, you think you're so fucking funny.
Well, I just want everyone to know that I put the hot in psychotic.
And I just want everybody to know that flaming H I did by myself.
He lit that on my driveway last night. At first, I thought it was Jeremy. And I said, Jeremy, what the fuck are you doing setting shit on fire on my driveway? And he was like, I'm not Jeremy. I'm making it. And I went, oh, it's an H.
Yeah.
Totally changed my whole tone of voice.
No, she's like, oh, you made havoc. I was like, yes, I've been telling you. That's what I was going to do.
All right. So, yeah, Discord is definitely a way that we can all keep in touch throughout the day or whatever. That's a good time for me to tell you all that we probably will not stream tomorrow night.
All right, there's Missy.
I have a friend who needs a friend, so I'm gonna go spend the night with her tomorrow night. And it's just she really needs me. She's going through a lot with her family, her husband, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so we will not be streaming tomorrow night. Is that correct?
Probably not. If we do stream, it'll probably just be me, like, streaming a game or something, and, Micah might hop in the chat.
Hop in the chat if I can not be rude to her. Y'all know what I mean in those type of situations. But normally, we've been going for like 8 days straight. Like, I don't think we've taken a night off, so
yeah.
It's time for us to take a night off anyways. Also, Ernie's pills came in the mail today, but we haven't tried them out yet.
Yeah, no, she said we have to wait 3 days.
Well, there's a lot of reasons. One is today I had so much work to do, and I was like, this is not good. We don't know what's going to happen. And I wanted to do this topic tonight. I want to do this stream. Tomorrow I get my wax, and that's too much friction on a fresh wax. I'm just, ladies, y'all holler if you hear me, on a fresh wax. And it's a little red, just we don't need all that, right? And so then the following day, it might be okay, but to be really safe, Thursday would be the best day, because then my wax would be all, toned down and all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Right? I didn't have to say all that, like, graphically. Also, I'm really nervous, so maybe I'm just trying to avoid it. Alright, so, we gotta get focused. What are you doing?
Yeah, totally, what? I was turning off the notification so it wouldn't keep dinging while they were talking in the Discord.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they've all pretty much gotten...
Yay! I'm so glad y'all are in the Discord.
Gotten distracted by it.
Right. So, we're going to actually go ahead and start on our theme. And wow, we made it before the hour mark to get to our actual topic. What in the world is going on here?
I rage just a little less than normal. No, I don't know.
Well, you see what? You
What?
wanted to say more things?
Yeah.
Well, say more things.
No,
You're entitled
I think,
to your feelings.
I think I covered
Give me
it. I covered it pretty well, I think. Don't you guys think I covered that pretty well?
You didn't really explain why the fuck you just went off all of a sudden.
I did the following.
I think you could be a little bit more clear, because you don't talk.
No, here's what I'm saying.
You, Ernie, are a sweet person. I've never heard you talk like that.
No. When I said it was cut short, I meant the actual raging part was cut short.
Yeah, Discord can do cool things. Like, I think we can...
You can share videos, you can text.
Yeah, that way we can meme each other and shit.
There's voice chat.
Yeah, there's voice chat and all that stuff. Okay, so the theme tonight is system communication, and Neverland and Nix, we're going to need you probably. So I want to start it like this. This was a post that I saw in one of my support groups that I'm in on Facebook for DID. And it kind of was the inspiration for the show tonight. And it sets up the topic really well in my mind. No names will be used for privacy, of course. And I particularly like the way this question is posed and the subsequent advice that was given under the post. So I'm going to read it, and then Ernie's going to talk about it, and I'm sure people are going to have a lot of things they want to add. Please, 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 please ask any and all questions. Yes. So here was the question. Good morning, everyone. I really could use your opinion. I needed to vent about a current season my wife and I find ourselves in. My wife has had DID for most of her life. In her early 20s, she did see a psychiatrist for this, but after only a year, discontinued treatment. Fast forward to today, she is 32 years old, and we wed when she was 29. She told me just a few months ago she has DID. Wait, hold on. She just told me a few months ago that she has DID after, in several arguments, I made a statement that it felt like when we disagree, I'm talking to someone other than her. Since then, a lot of her impulsive behavior has begun to make sense to me. Here's what is so difficult. Her impulsive decision-making seasons, that's the way he calls it, seasons with the quotes, are becoming more frequent and severe. This current episode, her alter has refused to seek treatment, wants to separate from me. Then another alter will pop up and begin begging me to agree to have a fourth baby with her and get a dog, which she knows I do not want. When I say no to anything, she gets very negative, bitter, and resentful. This has been very difficult to weather through. I love my wife and want her to be happy. But if she continues to refuse treatment and continues to become bitter and resentful every time she doesn't get her way, and she continues to threaten separation, what would you do? Should I give in and just be a yes man? Should I allow her to continue to refuse treatment and just let it go? I feel like I'm on edge every day. Would most certainly appreciate any of your feedback and suggestions. Thank you. First thoughts, everybody.
Bro, you can't force the altar to be what they don't want to be. So if you can't handle being with her when she's like that, then you need to get your ass a second apartment and fucking stay there till the woman you married is out front. If you want to stay.
Okay, but he did point out. I'll fix that in a minute. I asked all over the bed because I was reading. He did point out that she did not tell him she had DID till after they were married, and they've been together for 10 years.
I understand. This is what I'm saying. This is my solution to him. Like, you still got to be you. So, like, if you're gonna be fucking fake with the altar, that's not gonna do you any good.
Right. The yes man thing, I completely disagree with.
And if you can't make her fucking happy, and that altar does not want to fucking stay with you, don't try to make that altar fucking stay with you. Like, separate when they're in that state.
Okay, so good thoughts there, guys. How do you hide that for so long? Really good question. I will tell you, I mean, these support groups have helped me immensely, and there are a lot of systems that are hidden.
Well, that is a good question, Hannah, but also the thing, like, looking at it, like, most of my family didn't know that I had DID, didn't even know about Garrett. And I'm 38.
Only his girlfriends really knew about him.
Right. And if he really wanted to disguise himself, I mean, he could have.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a lot. And it really, really touched me because he did say some good things. Like, I want my wife to be happy. But the whole point that I'm getting at and why this applies to system communication is because when it comes to the whole system, there has to be give and take. Like, where her altars, in my opinion, her altars are being very irresponsible. They have obviously not worked out.
Well, no, they're obviously not respecting the wishes of the man's wife, but at the same time, they're their own people too.
Right, but that means their system communication is poor. That's my point, right?
I mean, you can communicate that all day, but you can't communicate wanting to stay with somebody, no matter how much you talk. If they don't want to stay with the person, they don't want to stay with the person.
Okay, so here's some of the advice that was given, and I think this will help it make more sense, okay? This dude says, I was in a similar place with getting care for my wife. It took me about a year of begging and fighting with her to finally get her to see a psychiatrist. I don't have any good advice on how to accomplish that. What I will say is take care of yourself or you won't be able to help her. My wife's psychiatrist recommended I see a therapist myself to deal with this, and I've started therapy, and it's really been extremely helpful. That's my advice. Take care of yourself so you have the energy and ability to take care of your wife. Great advice. Great advice. Great advice. Another person said, there is no system responsibility is a thing. And that's the point I wanted to get to. Okay? She and her system need, at the very least, to learn to communicate with one another and with you in a way that does not affect your boundaries. That's what we really want to talk about tonight. Maybe a compromise is in order on actual therapy if they can learn to do this without it. And that's another thing, you guys. A lot of people, these therapists and these psychiatrists cannot cure this, and they can't. And a lot of them don't know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest. And so, going to therapy for just DID, some people choose not to. There's no medicine. They literally choose to work with what they're working with, work with their system, learn from whatever they can, and do it their own way. Okay. Trauma response to hide it. Most systems hide it all their lives, and DID is meant so the person who has it isn't supposed to know they have it. That is so correct. There are reasons and times for why the system is found out. Mine was a life-threatening experience, and our system saved our host's life. That's how they knew, but hiding it is a safety thing. It's not always safe to let people know. You said that shit. Because the night that I met the rest of the system, one of them tried to hurt Ernie. And the gatekeeper, who had been overthrown, so to speak, was able to fight his way back out and save Ernie's life. And honestly, I don't know Ernie never told me about Garrett. So if I wouldn't have met him, I wouldn't have known either. We'd still probably be here 9 months later, not even streaming on Twitch, right? You know what I'm saying?
Did you speak of the stigma amongst the psychiatric community?
Well, kinda. Well, Neverland said, read what Neverland said. A lot of people choose not to do therapy when they're...
Right. Well, the thing is, and this is a sad fact about it, is the fact that DID is still a very stigma-covered thing to the point where, you know, it's like I said, some people believe it, or, you know, people don't. But that, I mean, it doesn't, that's not just applied toward regular people. There's, and it's among the psychiatric community, that there's psychiatrists that believe it's real and psychiatrists that believe it don't.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so difficult to actually find like some type of psychotherapy that can help, because chances are you're going to end up with a psychiatrist that doesn't even believe that you're suffering from what you're suffering.
Yeah,
and
it's fucked up.
And it's like how fucked up is it in Arkansas to even get to a specialist who actually believes in it and is actually developing, you know, things for it. They don't take insurance, and it's $350 just to see them once.
Yeah, it's... and Songbirds is speaking of the word that we don't use because it's triggering about what they prefer to do to you.
Right.
The psychiatrists prefer this instead of... There's an
avenue
that
was kind of my first clue that my psychiatrist that I go to may not know what the hell he's doing, because that's one of the first words he used, is that he has a patient that's in that I word right now.
Yeah,
like,
the I word.
You're just now telling me that I have DID, and then you're immediately telling me a word that's going to trigger them when they don't even understand what that word means yet. So to them, it's not that, because like if it was me, you know, never hearing that word in a medical
way
sentence before,
right?
Say that, it says to me like you're trying to put me into this person and get rid. Oh, we're at ads.
Ads. Read that big long thing that Songbird said, because
I read it. I read it when she wrote it.
Hiding is safety. As I said, that I probably wouldn't have even known about Garrett had he not been triggered out. Like, I don't know if you would have ever told me.
Yeah. No, I read that. I read that when she wrote it. Basically, we're holding for Hannah.
Right.
Because I don't think anybody else is getting ads anymore. Because I'm pretty sure everybody else has fixed it.
Hold for ads. You can kind of hear loud noises. Anchorman reference.
But no, like I was saying, because you know that was one of the first words to use, and you know, even me being on the outside, me being a normal person, hearing that, because that's what I thought when he said that word, is that it was basically get rid of them all, and it sent my whole system into fight or fight panic mode, to where I was rapid switching all night.
Yeah,
and not just rapid switching, it got to the point where I was rapid switching, and Xander, who was my persecutor alter at the time, took it to the point where, we're gonna die before we let this happen, and swallowed literally a full bottle of Seroquel. And luckily, one of my other alters, Garrett, popped out and immediately ran into the bathroom and made him start throwing them up.
This is what I heard. The little fucker did it! I can't do his voice. He was like, this motherfucker, this little fucker did it! And I just heard retching and so much throwing up. It was awful. Sorry, trigger warning. Shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Really, really bad about that.
Okay. So this person said, no system responsibility is a thing. She and her system need at the very least to learn to communicate with one another and with you in a way that does not affect your boundaries. Maybe a compromise is in order on actual therapy if they can learn to do this without it. DID is not curable, so our system would also refuse therapy as a waste of money. But we concentrate on communication and system responsibility. That's exactly what I was trying to say. That's where Ernie's at. And we're at.
Hold on, we need to touch on it. Sorry, I mean...
Go ahead. No, this is... All I do is come up with the topics and do the research.
I mean, exactly, Songbird, because basically what had happened... And the reason why the call for the emergency phone call we made to a psychiatrist to even, discuss the issue of it was that night, I didn't believe, because it's something Garrett's done before, told Micah that he's not the only one that's in there.
Yeah, he had told me there were 4 others.
That there are 4 others, but every time, he'd done that so many times in the past with exes, I just thought it was something that he did to try and scare him. But anyway, told her all that, told her a whole bunch of things to the point, and told her, I'm tired of this shit. I don't bother. I'm trying to do the Irish shit. That's her thing.
Yeah. No, he said, I'm just really tired of this shite. I want this shite to be over.
Right. He basically, because he had been my, my gatekeeper and main protector for so long. Like the only one that fronted. That he said, I'm done. I'm tired of doing it. I'm tired of being responsible for all these other personalities. That when that rapid switching kicked in later that night, he
came out to save Ernie's life. That's a fact.
He only came out to save my life, and after that,
we didn't hear from him for weeks.
He was done being gatekeeper. He literally let Xander be in control,
and that's when all the shenanigans started happening with Xander. So I like this one. The situation you're dealing with right now is not doable in the long term. I mean, I think him and his wife, the way they're not communicating. She's not communicating. Our system is not communicating, right? System responsibility and internal communication is important. This means the altar's work.
Exactly, Misty. The
rise of havoc. That's right. So she said, this means the altars work to find ways to collectively live a life, find ways to solve internal disagreements about what they want, and take responsibility for supporting one another. That is so important, y'all. If an altar is acting out or acting in a way counter to the path the system has overall agreed to, right? They've done this communication. They've made a democratic vote, choice, whatever, okay?
Okay, again, just a moment. Couple more names. Commander Root. If this does not apply to you, I apologize. Please ignore it. But if you're one of the cowardly motherfuckers that have just been sitting here spying, you need to go eat a fucking bag of dicks. And I really hope I can find out if you are or not. Because basically...
So you have chosen death.
And right now, brother...
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Alright, so...
I don't know why Ernie is on this tonight, but he is clearly tired of rumors in his family and things getting back to his family when people are not watching it for themselves or trying to understand him. So... if you are here legitimately, because I've seen your name a million times, we do apologize. But we know that someone in his family is lurking and really causing
right.
stress.
I say if it didn't apply to you, I apologize. Don't take it personally. It's I wouldn't, and I singled other people out tonight too as well. So it wasn't just you, brother. And if you're just coming in to watch, that's fine. And lurking is perfectly fine. I understand it.
Yeah, some people are just nervous. Yeah, to talk.
It's just, your name wasn't among that list earlier, so it's not like I was specifically targeting you.
Songbird says it's a bot thing. Maybe.
It's possible, but they show up in the viewer count. Is why I don't think so.
And I also think that Ernie is just a little triggered because he's tired of being put down and questioned on everything, that if they would just take the time to fucking understand and listen, or, you know, watch it your fucking self. Go back and watch Origin Story. Go back. These were all private moments that he had to endure either alone or with me. We had no one. So, like, my question is, okay, and this is my, and then we can drop this point. If you read anything on DID, you will know that it begins in childhood, from extreme childhood trauma. It begins in childhood, the dissociation. So why is the question from people that are supposed to love him, why is that question not, what caused this, Ernie? How can we, why are you like this? Or what happened? What did we do something? How can we help you with your trauma? Instead of, you're a fucking lying, faking bitch. You're trying to do something with, I don't know why they think somebody would fake this shit. We just told y'all it's funny now, but when the cops were called over to our homes, it was not funny. Like, we just told you that Xander tried to kill him the first night that Xander presented. Like, this shit's not funny. Why would anyone fucking fake this shit? It's not. So if you're out there lurking and I find out about it, y'all already know you got to get through me to get to him. And that's all I'm going to say. I almost got a community standards violation. Let's just say I come with a tribe. A squad. That's all you need to know. So I like what,
Nope.
Thank you. Nope, what?
Oh, and thank you, Songbird.
Oh, I'm sorry, who's out?
The person who said they were gonna come out.
Oh, hey, Xander. Are you upset?
Am I upset? No, I don't know. I'm not upset.
We did talk about the night you tried to kill Ernie.
I mean,
at the time,
I did. So, I mean, I did what I did. I mean, I'm not going to deny that I did. What up, Misty? And I'm not... Hannah is Mini Moon Angel, right?
Oh, whatever. You're trying... You told us you wanted to come in here and mess with Hannah. Because she liked your vibe.
I don't... I understand
that. Oh,
that,
girl, this is stuff dudes do all the time. They act like they don't know you to put you in your little place.
No, it's actually because I wasn't around when she changed names and made her own account. When I talked to her, she was talking on Misty's account.
Ah, okay. Alright. Xander, you know about our new system friends?
I do.
Songbirds is Neverland system, and the fronting person is Nyx, and Jordan is co-fronting.
Gotcha.
I liked something that Neverland said a while ago. What was it? Let me see if I can find it. We spiraled. I had a hard time trying to take care of the system, and even our caretakers were not having it. It's scary when you're, it's got to be really scary. There's zero system communication there, and that's got to change. That's no way to live a life for anyone in the system. I love that you said that earlier, Nyx. There's zero, because the situation that I presented, the thing that I read, it was clear that system was not communicating, because they were causing a lot of strife in the host's life and in the husband and the life that the host had chosen to live. There was no compromise and no communication. I love the way you said that. That's no way to live for anyone. And then Ernie got pissed, and here's Xander. Hi, Xander. Everyone says hello.
And then, hey, Nyx, how's it going? Oh, I remember you last night. I was listening in when you kept calling her Pixie.
Yeah, what was that about? It was like Pixie was like stuck in my head or something. I was like, get out of my head, girl.
Yeah, Pixie was giggling about that.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like really excited to meet her, but like I'm scared to meet her. Like I have so many feelings, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me finish reading this, and then I'd like Xander to talk about it. If an
What
alter,
up, Jordan?
this is something that I want to say about our system specifically. This and Xander can tell you straight up because he's going to be blunt about it. I already know. So I want you to listen, Xander. If an alter is acting out or acting in a way counter to the path that the system has overall agreed to, then the system is responsible for handling those consequences because it was their responsibility to make sure it did not go that far, that alter would have internal support that they would not reach that point, and that's what... So explain that.
Yeah, so, it's basically alters. We basically govern ourselves. Like we take responsibility for each other and what each other does, which is hence Garrett locking us away for 30 years.
That was a little extreme.
It was. I mean, it was extreme, but
and that was not system communication.
No, I mean the simplest way to put it is yeah. When there's a failure on it, it's a failure on the system because the system polices itself. The host really cannot police. You know,
the only thing the host can hope for is a system that wants cooperation.
Right. The most the host can do is, you know, go with acceptance and you know, cohabitancy and you know,
like what we've agreed to in our system regarding polyamory within our system,
right?
So that Ernie and I can maintain monogamy.
Aside
with
from
the body.
that, like internal shit, you know, we
have
basically
you been here longer
ourselves.
Than you said? They think you got here a while back. He's usually not sneaky about it.
No, I actually did not. I didn't come back till probably. I think I was here for a few minutes for like
while
maybe,
I was talking
for maybe a few sentences, and then like I waved at the camera and that, you know, to kind of signal that I was there.
Well, here's the thing, Hannah, and I'm just gonna tell you that Xander and Ernie are so alike. It's kind of scary. The only difference is the big dick energy. What did Ernie call it the other night? What did he call it?
Dick swagger.
Dick swagger or something. And I was like, no, that's called big dick energy. But no, sometimes they trick me too. I'm
sorry that I can get over a full inch longer than he can.
You fucking asshole. Xander's a dick.
Swear to God, there's nothing more impressive to a man's ego is when you pull your pants down and the woman goes, "Oh my God, what is that?" That's not his dick.
Okay, so it might have happened. Okay, so for example, when we went axe throwing, and
right.
Gambit did the thing where he was going to be like, oops, and let it fly back. You yanked him back.
Correct.
That would be system responsibility.
Correct. And like I said, the exact reason why we didn't let Jeremy out.
Yeah, he didn't get to come out at all.
Because we know how he's going to be.
Well, for the example of Ernie and I's private time, like sex, for example, if an alter tried to pop out during sex, y'all would not allow that, would you?
No, absolutely not.
And that's something that we, as
unless
a system...
that alter is me.
Xander.
Oh, hold on. Can I push my own button?
Yes, you can push your own button.
Where is it? There it is. Yeah.
Xander's a dick.
I'm very honored to have my own buttons on here.
You got two of them.
I know.
Fuck Xander. He's an asshole.
I love that. I love it.
Oh, man. All right, so
Hannah has a question, and it might be awkward.
No, it's not awkward. Go ahead.
She's related to Misty, so it's probably going to be fucking awkward.
Exactly. Yes. That is an awesome way of saying that, Neverland.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically how I was trying to sum it up. We govern and police ourselves.
But see, we also communicate with their wants and needs. Like, what do y'all want to do today? What do you have to say about that?
That's spouse stuff.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about Ernie.
I know, but you're asking me. The question you were asking was when it comes to system responsibility.
When we've made a decision.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Our question. It's not awkward. We have no privacy.
Specifically, no, Jeremy stands in the corner and jerks off.
I knew you were going to say it.
The rest of us, like, yeah, no, we don't really pay attention, but Jeremy does.
But yes, they do pay attention. There's no privacy.
I mean, if we're fucking bored, you know.
He lied to me too. He lied to me that they couldn't watch when he was out with me. I said, "Can you turn it off?" And he said, "Yeah." And he was lying.
I wasn't lying. I was just lying about doing it. Cause, hello, I'm Xander.
That's
Have we
true.
met?
Remember who they are. When they show you who they are, remember. I don't know. I just...
You gotta remember.
Fuck Xander. He's an asshole.
Okay, but I know you can turn it off for Ernie, clearly. But you can't turn it off to the other alters.
Yeah, well, everybody, you know, and then everybody's just like...
Do you see this? Somebody put this in here on purpose.
That's what Jeremy thinks when me
That's
and Ernie
what
start
she
to have
said.
private time.
No.
They don't ever go in those rooms. We don't know what's in there.
Yeah, actually, we hard thing to admit, but like I said, I've become more... I've basically let go of all the rage that kept me being a persecutor. And Garrett's kind of helped me remember what it was like to be a protector. So I will admit what many of the other alters will not admit, and that is we are terrified to go into any of those rooms.
That's new. Neverland says, yeah, I'm talking about when we make mistakes, we don't blame or get into arguments. We try our best to just better ourselves.
Well, we're basically a frat house of dudes.
Yes, I was just fixing to say that. That's part of the problem.
Yeah,
they fight like dudes.
We tend to get very verbal with each other.
And grab ass and all that shit.
Yeah. But now that Pixie's around, it's actually toned down a lot.
That's cool.
Because we don't want to scare her.
Thank you for that. Although, if she's anything like the badass bitch that I am, she doesn't need your protection.
Like I said, I mean, and as she's claimed,
I probably already know because I've lived it for the last 6 months. All the fruity stuff that the guys do, yeah, and then they're home, they're like, yeah, that's gay, bro. But then they're like, let me touch your balls. Oh, teabag your face. Y'all be teabagging in there?
No, but I will, you know, it's like I said, it's a thing. Garrett kept us locked away for 30 years, and in that time, it basically made me angry, filled me with rage, to the point where, like, the sound of, because all I could hear still, like, you know, I couldn't communicate with any others, but I could still hear everything. Garrett made sure we could still hear what was going on in the outer world. And
he heard and observed Ernie.
So I heard and observed him. So I learned very well how to mimic him. But at the same time, I grew an intense hatred for him. And
this is the shit people don't want to talk about.
An intense hatred
with
for
the
Garrett.
ID because we're afraid we're going to get stigmatized.
Right.
We're afraid people are going to say they're dangerous and shit like that, and that's not the case.
Right, and so yeah, trigger warning, when I got control, we tortured the fuck out of Garrett. Like, we broke him into a fucking weepy little puddle. But anyway, you know...
I'm just so... And I just want to say, on that note, because, like, that triggered me.
Yeah.
Because Garrett, the only time that Garrett came out the whole time for, like 2 months, was to come out and cry and hold his head down and say he just couldn't fight them. And then all of a sudden, when Ernie went dormant...
Yeah, when Ernie went dormant...
Garrett got a second wind.
Garrett basically got ballsy enough to stand back up to us, and he actually ended up getting... taking back over as gatekeeper.
I have a question though, and I hope, because you're pretty fucking honest, that you'll give me an honest answer. Truthfully or not, were you tired of being out for 9 fucking days?
No.
Because I really thought really thought you were more powerful than to be taken over again.
Here's the thing: is it wasn't a powerful thing that I took over. It's that
Good question, Hannah.
Garrett gave it up. Like, he refused to do it anymore.
Right. What does it mean when Ernie went dormant? Dormant means...
Dormant was basically...
Sleep, basically.
Is almost the same as dissociation, but he willingly just kind of, like, just went dormant into his own mind. To the point where we had no communication with him, and one of us was forced to be out at all times.
Yeah, he went dormant for 9 days. And altars can go dormant. Altars can go dormant.
It's basically, like, the easiest way to determine it, it's like he turned into a semi-altar, and it basically forced me to become host.
And this is a question that I had. What if none of them refuse to come forward? What happens to the body?
We don't know.
We don't know. And
we know there's a point that when I tried to go back...
Oh, yeah, he couldn't breathe. Yeah.
Like, the respiration on him stopped. And it's like I guess, like, you know, like when you're drowning, you're going to go for fucking air.
And it forced me back out. It forced him back out, yeah. I remember. We tried to bring Ernie back, yeah.
And... So, yeah.
The brain is a powerful thing.
That was the one time that we actually got the courage to go looking in the fucking rooms.
Yeah. But no one has talked about what you saw there.
What I saw where?
When y'all went looking for Ernie in the rooms, no one has told me what you saw when you went in those rooms.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen. A lot of time, honestly,
yeah, also, I bet.
It's just I'm pretty sure, like, every time, like, it wouldn't be a response of just stop breathing, but I'm pretty sure, like, it's basically like the body would be almost like brain dead, almost kind of, yeah, you know, just not coma, but what's the word? Comatose.
Comatose.
Is the body would probably be left in just like a comatose system.
Yeah, there's been a time that it's taken too long for him to switch, and it scares me because it's like he's having a seizure almost. He doesn't like flop around, but he's just...
My eyes start darting.
But then he's like gone.
But then there's also times where I will just... Where you know, when one of us is fronting or taking over, where he just gets a very still blank stare.
That happened in the car one day. He just started staring, and then I was like, we're in the middle of a turn, and all of a sudden,
yeah,
he just leaned back, and he's like, no, I just wanted to come out.
And that was the last night we'd worked DoorDash.
Yeah, he was scared to DoorDash
he's been terrified to go to work ever since then.
We went one night.
He'll
go with somebody else.
He'll go with someone else.
Yeah. That it makes so much sense as to what we've experienced, Neverland.
Right. That's basically what happened the first time that I tried to go back with, you know, because I figured, well, if I go back,
somebody will come out.
Maybe it'll force him to come out.
That's what we were thinking.
And literally, when I did that, like, he quit breathing, everything, and basically I was forced back out. And when I forced back out, it's like had not been breathing for like minutes even though I don't know how long
it wasn't that long. It was probably 30.
I'm just saying, it was that feeling like I had not breathed.
It might have went on for a minute. It was scary though. So yeah, that whatever you just said fits with what we've experienced. So back to this really good advice. This is my favorite one. It says, please note that many systems do not find psychiatrists to be helpful. Some do find medication to assist, like with your anxiety and stuff like that. Others find it causes more problems than it solves. Okay, so since Neverland is a polyfragmented system, which means like 100 or more alters, they might understand this. It says that my partner's system has serious trauma from psychiatrists and from medication. If they take a medication to help one alter, it impacts another one in a worse way. They have chunks of time that it seems none of them have due to medication and being physically in a drugged haze. Finding a good therapist who will assist in developing coping skills and help them work through the trauma is also a challenge. Healing is not going to be a short process, and the outcome of healing for many systems is not the I word. Okay? So the alters will remain. They just will be working through the traumas they hold. Okay? There's a little bit more. Hold on. And finding ways to cope, develop emotional regulation and self-soothing, and try to break some of the harmful behaviors they have learned. Which means that you still have a collection of individuals who want different things, but you need to build a life with. And that was beautiful. Not healing. Say it louder for the people in the back. Xander, is that not like a beautiful way of explaining how far we've come?
Yes.
You weren't listening, were you? What? Were y'all listening?
They were listening.
Because I really feel like that explains where we've come. You've got a group of individuals.
That's what she said.
A group of individuals.
That's what he said when he came back. I remember that.
What?
When he came back from his little siesta.
Ernie?
Yeah, just sitting there saying, I'm not sitting on that bed till it's sterilized. Y'all been fucking on it.
He did. Oh my God, he was disgusted by the bed. And he was like laying on the floor and being really...
Fucking crushing up potato chips. Like Pringles potato chips with a fucking knife and a Ziploc bag.
He was in distress. Don't make fun of him. Don't make fun of him.
And Micah going, what are you doing? He goes, I'm gonna set the building on fire.
That's not how he was acting.
That's not how he's saying, but he might as well have been fucking Milton from Office Space. It's my stapler.
Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time, y'all, because I think this is really beautiful. Okay, healing is not going to be a short process, and the outcome of healing for many systems is not the I word, which is triggering. Misty, if you don't remember what the I word is, text me. So the alters will remain. They just will be working through the traumas they hold and finding ways to cope, develop some emotional regulation and self-soothing, and try to break some of the harmful behaviors they have learned, which means that you still have a collection of individuals who want different things, who need to build a life with you. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's so us, right?
Yeah.
Xander, I work really hard on these, okay?
Okay, cool. I wasn't interrupting you.
Because it's not... they shouldn't just rely on our opinion. They should rely on experiences and things like that. And things I read.
Okay. I wasn't stopping you from reading them.
You're here to comment on communication.
We communicate.
I'm so tired, y'all. I'm tired.
I said it to you, basically, how we handle communication.
You always do this fucking shit.
Have fun?
I don't want to rain on your parade.
Like I was letting you read it. Hell, I'll let you read it twice. I'm sorry, it's not like I get to spend all day out like someone else does.
If you want to be out, you just have to communicate. I do too, Misty. Thank you. The whole point is, in these support groups that I'm in, a lot of people have not learned how to communicate with their alters at all. So they're back in that space that Ernie was in when he would have complete amnesia. And I feel so bad for them because I know what that feels like. It's like you don't know who you're going to be meeting. You don't know who's coming out next. Ernie didn't know when he was going to have his own body. You know what I mean? And it was a horrible time, and like I want to help them, but the only thing we know, there's not a magic trick or an answer. All we know is that when Ernie started to accept his system and to respect them as his family, as his brothers, as he calls them, that's when they began to communicate. And that's all we know to tell people. And it's hot as fuck in here, about to burn the fuck up. Yes, thank you. He knows he can come out when he wants to. We don't hold them in there. Especially now when they can talk.
Well, okay, I didn't want to be rude and say what you were reading was very fucking boring to me. My bad.
Wow, that was so much better. It was boring to you because it doesn't apply to you necessarily, but it applies to the rest of us. Because you're going to do what you're going to do, Xander. That's just who you are. But, like, I thought you were more on board with system responsibility and communication. I thought that's why you wanted to come out tonight.
I guess not.
Okay, so why are you here? Let's do what you want to do. I don't want to
Hi,
fight.
I'm Ernie. He left. Is there someone more you feel
Nope.
more receptive that you would like to come
When
out?
you talked to them today, they said who wanted to come out and talk about communication. And then he just sat here and he said it was boring and he didn't want to listen to it. So what the fuck? He had ulterior motives as usual.
Fuck Xander, he's an asshole.
God damn it, and I love him so much. Like, he's our family. He's our part of our system. We need the t-shirts. Thanks. I'm sorry if my crying is triggering. I'm sorry. It's not about me, and I should not be selfish in my feelings. This is not about me.
Well, also,
I'm the sidekick, and I'm the supporter. Go ahead.
I just said also it's my fault because he was the first to volunteer, and so I really didn't bother asking anyone else. Because I thought he was being new Xander, not new Xander, but also still a fucking twat. Just be patient with him. He is trying.
And then he complained about not ever getting to come out. And I'm like, but I said you can come out whenever you want.
I know.
Well, this is something that I can't fix. You're gonna have to talk to them. I can't talk to them.
I understand that.
Anyways, that's all I had. We were supposed to have Ernie's perspective on communication and an Alter's perspective. That was the plan.
What I said, would you like me to bring forth, would you like someone who's actually going to answer?
I don't know if they even care or get it now. Like, I'm confused.
You're letting fucking Xander get to you again. Stop.
Like, what that woman wrote was beautiful and perfect. And I wish that for every system, what she wrote. On this planet. I hope they can all find that. The respect for the individual alter, but also a collective belief that we have to.
Exactly. That is exactly what I was thinking, Misty.
I said Garrett this morning.
Well, like I said, I didn't realize he was gonna come out and be fucking asshole. I thought he was gonna actually come out and try to help.
I did too, because he's been doing great.
Okay. But I'm asking.
Thank you.
Would you rather like me let Garrett out?
Why don't you talk about it? Like, how much of a game changer it's been.
I mean, it has been a game changer, but I can't speak for their experience.
You're welcome, guys. Thank you for the support. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm making this about me. It's totally not. It's literally not.
No, because your feelings are completely valid.
It's just not about me, though.
It doesn't matter. You're here. You're a part of the system.
I shouldn't.
So it is about you.
The very first thing I was told by a professional was, don't ever take anything they say personally or you'll never make it. And here we are. Months later, and I still can't do that. So it's the part that's hard when you're a spouse or the support system of someone with DID.
Yes. And like I said, you're valid in feeling what you're feeling because you are a part of the system.
It's just really important because
That's why I know.
Because of Ernie's triggers, he can't sit on the internet all day and study this. So I do. And I see what people ask in these support groups. And so many people ask, how do I communicate? How do I get everybody to get along? How do I respect everyone's identities, but also respect my lifestyle? I see these questions, which is why I came up with the topic tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then somebody asked today, can it be cured? Like, these things are sad. Like, and everyone's so great and supportive in these chat rooms that like, you know, there's rules and you can't use words and you have to use trigger warnings and all those things. But I see what a lot of people, so I thought this would be helpful to anybody that comes across this content that needs to learn about communication.
But see, also there's very, very great points by both Hannah, Misty, and Jordan. You know, this is also what this channel and why we're doing this is about. It's just showing the real struggles that you deal with.
But it's just not about me, so now I feel like a selfish bitch.
It's not. It is that's you know what? It's about us. So yes. You are allowed to have feelings, and you are allowed to express them.
Why do I let his fucking ass get me every time? Why him?
Probably because he acts so much like me. And it's, I mean, you know, whether you realize it or not, like even on a subconscious level, it feels as if it's me saying the exact same things.
It does. It feels like it's you if you
stop giving a fuck.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if he is the alter that's what you really think.
No.
And you really think those things.
No. Absolutely not.
I wonder if his purpose is to remove your filters so you can say what's on your mind.
No, that's pretty much Jeremy.
No. I think you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but no, that's not true. that was true, I wouldn't have fought for, for Garrett to get control back. I would just have let him stay.
Y'all, I'm probably going to look back at this and be so ashamed in like a year because I'll be like,
No.
God, I'm probably going to be like, we were so young and dumb about our system back then.
No, don't, because that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, love. We're learning. We're learning. And you are such a strong fucking person. Because of the fact that I've told you so many times.
I'm sweaty, just so you know.
I don't care. I'll lick your sweat.
It's salty, I'm sure.
Well, I like salt. Anyway, that's what I told you so long ago when this first started. That at any time you could run, walk, parachute, skydive, fucking whatever way, and I wouldn't love you any less for it. But you're still here. And that speaks a lot about you as a person. Because I guarantee you, anyone else would have done run. Run.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm trauma bonded to you. Like, those are types of things we've never talked about with y'all. I don't even know if you know what that means, but sometimes I question it sometimes. But then I'm reminded of the absolute pure equality that Ernie gives me. He gives me an egalitarian, equal energy partnership. So I think it can't be trauma bonding because I'm actually getting something out of it. If it was trauma bonding, it would just be that like there was an unequalness to the spoons and the energy that is being given out in the relationship. But
there's
spoon. The spoons are equally dispersed, and therefore I know it's not trauma bonded. I may be trauma bonded to Xander, though. I am concerned about that. Clearly.
Possibly. But, I also got to admit, watch for the sideline. Dude got some swagger to him. I wish I had that kind of swagger.
You do.
Shit, he's got that big, like he said, big dick energy swagger, man. He's got a motherfucking war club.
But you do too when it's needed. Like, you are not that way in real life. You're sweet and gentle, but when it's time to lay it down, you know what to do. I've never seen you as
that motherfucker. I know you've never seen the show or not, but that motherfucker reminds me of fucking Future Man.
Yeah.
When the dicks get swapped and like he sees the two versions of himself, and they're just like the little dick motherfucker and the goddamn elephant trunk motherfucker.
Yeah, trauma
That's how
bonds.
I feel about me and Xander.
Trauma bonds, Hannah. I know you're young, but it's basically when you go through.
No, hang on. That's Nick's.
I know. I was gonna say this to Hannah.
Oh.
Because Songbirds is pointing out the point about trauma bonding. It's basically when you bond to somebody that you've gone through a lot with, but it's not healthy. So you're like, you can't get away from the person, and they're very unhealthy for you just because you went through some shit. That's a very simplistic way of explaining trauma bonds. Yeah, I figured because when I was your age, I didn't know what the fuck that was, so thought I would point that out to you because I have to really watch it with Xander, which is why even though we've consented as a system to polyamory, I know that my attachment to him is very unhealthy, and so we have not been together since Ernie came back. Even though we have the consent and the system responsibility that's fine. I haven't been able to be with Xander because I'm trying to figure out how to have a healthy relationship with him instead of a very unhealthy one. Because for some reason he gets under my skin. He knows exactly how to do it. Everything he does is very...
you know how I see trauma bonding? It's basically Stockholm syndrome for people who survive trauma.
It is. It's Stockholm syndrome, kidnapper syndrome, like where you start to bond with your kidnapper. Yeah, that's...
But it's for people who go through trauma.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing, you develop the bond with this fucking person because you both had trauma or...
That's deep, Misty. I think you could be right. He'd rather have negative attention than none, because I was like,
I think he just wanted your attention, period. He didn't want you talking about other things. He wanted you focused on him.
But that's my job.
Because he was doing stupid shit, like dancing in the background and like licking the Havoc tattoo, and he just wanted you to stop reading and pay attention to him.
Okay, but we agree. This perfect example of system communication gone wrong. He wanted to come out because I asked for an altar to come out tonight to talk about this topic. And so he knew that's what we were going to be talking about.
Well, he also, like, it seems like he felt like he answered the question when you asked him a question about how he governed, you know, and...
But that wasn't all of it. That was just how you govern ones that break the system responsibility.
Right, and I think he was like, okay, I answered the question about it. My job is done. That's all I wanted to talk about it. Now it's time to play. But, like I said, if you want to continue this in a serious manner, I will bring Garrett out, and of course Garrett will be more helpful.
No, I think...
honestly,
I think we've hit the nail on the head. The only thing that's left to be said is that we don't know the magic trick to unlock your system's communication. It happened to Ernie spontaneously. The only thing that we can surmise or theorize about it is that it was when he finally accepted his system.
Yeah. Like, stop seeing them as like invaders or...
Yes, oh my God, talking to you is so helpful right now, Neverland. It's just like, I get that, but like, it was like Xander wasn't participating in that. Like, that's what I needed him to validate. I wanted one of the altars to validate that that's what we're working on. Boundaries, system responsibility. Things need to be reset, talked about, that people need to be called back because they went out of line. That type of shit has to happen, and it's like he wasn't validating that. He was just out here fucking playing.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. He left, but Garrett pulled him. Because he could see he was upsetting you. And if it makes you feel any better, Pixie wants to kick him in the nuts.
I told Xander, he was like, we've been good around Pixie. We don't want to scare her. I said, she don't need y'all's protection.
No, they just mean they don't want to, not like, hey, I'm a girl. They don't, like, want her to retreat.
Yeah.
Misty, you just want to talk to Garrett. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he has anything to add. Maybe he does. Can you ask him, does he have anything to add? Because I don't want you to go through another switch physically on the body if...
I mean, he said if...
I mean, does he have anything to add?
If you want to better explain, how's he...
Communicate.
Sorry, they're squabbling. Basically, like, tell it from their perspective of why they felt like basically how them becoming to make me hear them.
I think you might be right, Misty.
Um,
That's awesome, Nix. Congratulations. It's I can't imagine in a polyfragmented system that you guys get much time.
I love it. Hannah's so fun.
What?
She said, yeah, that's for us. All she's been talking about is Garrett.
I think Garrett would be the most compassionate lover of anyone in the system. I don't know yet.
Of all the people I've met, she's the first one that when I brought up Garrett and like relations, she's like, nah, would never happen.
But he's grown on me. It's just he's too like
Because we brought up having sex in the system before, and she's like, nah.
Not Garrett.
I bet Jeremy before Garrett.
I've changed my view on it a little bit. We're so sweaty. I don't know why this room is so hot. I think it's because his mom's still sick.
No, it's like 70 something out there. It's just this room's hot because of all the lights.
Yeah.
Actually, let me turn.
Is that fan bothering the mic at all? We just turned a fan on.
It's trying to ground you.
Well, that's really cool, Nix. I hope that we're so happy to have you, and I hope that we haven't said anything that's been triggering, because we are so new at our diagnosis within the past 6 months, and so we don't know what we're doing all the time, and we're just doing our best, and we're trying to help, and
I think it's fine.
we're on the journey. We're on the journey live. You know, we're doing it in person. So I hope we haven't done anything to offend your system.
Not anything. Yes, well, I would make sure, hey, Joey, just want to make sure it wasn't like, oh, Joey donated bits.
What? Did we get some bits?
Yeah.
Dude, that's how much.
A bit bag.
Nice. You know, we made 51 cents off ads. So we're halfway to an ice cream cone, Joey.
If he donated like 3 bits, we got like a whole 3 cents.
Nice. Rich! I'm rich, bitch!
But which way I'd say, when it comes to like buying bits, always go for the 300, because that's basically the one that equals out to being like a penny a bit. Because otherwise...
Please call us out, Neverland, because...
For my cable company to get an iTunes card. Nice.
When we've been streaming to singlets. We haven't been streaming to... I mean, unless systems have dropped in we are unaware of, we have been streaming to singlets exclusively, so we have not learned yet. So please call us out if we're doing something wrong, as far as triggers go.
I don't know about you, Nix, but I fucking really hate...
Boring ass singlets in the house.
I hate that fucking term.
He does not like singlet. He doesn't like it.
I honestly think it's disrespectful.
What do you mean?
I just think it's a disrespectful term to call somebody a singlet.
It's a wrestler. Why is it upside down?
What? Oh, sorry. Here, I'll fix it. There we go.
Sorry, Joey. You just missed the total Micah
no,
breakdown. So I'm glad you missed that. How'd you do in your game? Did you win?
There we go. Alright.
We bringing out Garrett.
Sometimes you just gotta limber up. What's that? Rule number 1: cardio.
Cardio. No, that's what Xander wants. Trying to blow my back out or whatever the fuck he said. Is Garrett coming?
I wasn't playing, just quasi-modding chat without being a moderator. I got you.
You don't mind it, Neverland? I don't know why he doesn't. He told me that today. I was like, really? Well, lucky for me, I refer to myself as the system spouse, not a singlet. But I know I'm a singlet.
Doctor Who. Duh. You can't fuck with me on that, Joey. I'm a definitely fuck Dr. Seuss's term. I'm a Whovian.
I don't get y'all's nerd stuff. I feel so left out half the time. Is Garrett coming?
He's coming.
Alright, I'm gonna make him a sign.
But first, just because.
That's what she said.
Is Garrett coming?
And as he likes to say, I should really would have recorded one of these with him saying it, because I really would love to hear him say,
Xander's a dick.
or...
No, that would just make him feel
Xander,
more
he's an
important.
asshole.
He literally said, can I play my own buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm obsessed with musicals. Obsessed.
So, not yet. Not yet. Getting there. Well, come on out. Whoever wants to come out, Neverland, bring it out. Just let us know your name so we can be respectful. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Well, kinda.
Oh, I having a time with old dick bag, I see.
Yeah. He knows exactly how to get to me.
Right. What was the term you liked so much the last time that I came out? Well, yeah, I've been through some shite today, eh?
Yeah. Make her feel better. They said you would make me feel better if you came out.
You're a fucking liar. Where's yours? You're a lying son of a bitch.
I like turtles.
Close enough. Like, I swear to God, I'm the only one that's technologically fucking challenged.
Yeah, Hannah, the first time I met Garrett, I knew exactly what was happening, even though I'd never met anyone in real life with DAD, because his posture, his pupils changed in his eyeballs, like,
I fucking guarantee you this is how Garrett fucking feels about himself.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen.
Xander?
Yeah. So it would seem.
I will find you.
Nope, that's Gambit.
Nope.
Okay, I don't want to.
Is this... I have a question.
Well, thank you. I was done playing with you anyway, you fucking asshole.
I have a question for you, Garrett, and the system.
Hello, Misty. Hello, Anna. And... Hello,
Neverland.
Songbirds?
Yeah,
Neverland?
that's our
Neverland
system friend.
We haven't... I don't believe we'd actually... were introduced last night.
Oh, I don't think you met Neverland?
I don't believe so.
Alright, Neverland, this is Garrett. He's the gatekeeper. Primarily.
Alright, see, that's the thing. And I remember Arnie talking about that. It's so funny that she was the first one, because every other woman were on an ad break.
Ad break!
Oh, she's still here, though. Fucking hears the accent and is just instantly fucking, like, swoony, and so he's talking to her about the accent. She's like, no, never gonna happen.
It is gonna happen now, though. Things have changed. Besides, I gotta one-up all the rest of those exes that had the kink problem.
Yo, some of them had some fucking problems.
I don't know why you fucked them, Garrett. I really don't. That's so disrespectful.
I mean, did you ever hear about the fucking razor blade incident?
Maybe.
Where she was with me, but she fucking had me fucking cut her with a razor blade and was like, lick my blood. And then fucking cut us on the fucking collarbone with a fucking razor blade and was like all licking it and smearing it on herself and shite. I was like, this. And then she wanted to pee on him.
On the body. I think she was trying to pee on you.
No, I was having no fucking part in that. He went and he like sat in the shower so he could immediately shower after she did it, but he let her fucking pee on her. On him.
Arnie let a girl pee on him?
He did.
Why does he let these women do these things?
Exactly. She was fucking crazy and I don't know, maybe he liked the fucking crazy, I don't know. No, actually, no, because actually he had done something really fucking mean, and I can't remember exactly what it was.
Hi, Midnight. What are your pronouns? Or do you have pronouns?
I think we should just stick with them, they.
Well, it might be a fantasy altar or a animal altar.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think when they told you earlier, when you asked about pronouns, I don't want to assume, but I assumed that she was speaking about the whole system that they prefer them they.
Okay. But I know we talked.
But I don't know. I don't know. I think I remember seeing Jordan say that she prefers she or them.
Yeah, she, them. Yes, animal alters are a real thing. Yes. And so are inanimate objects like tables. I'm serious.
You weren't fucking normal, almost flipping over a trailer. I remember that.
Nothing about Sex with Ernie is vanilla, but we don't need to do any of that stuff. Not knocking it. Some people like that stuff. Like I always say, you do you, boo.
Camper, trailer, what the fuck ever.
Neverland,
well, we don't
Midnight.
Need to get into that.
Can you explain to Minnie Moon Angel, Hannah, about fantasy altars, animal altars, and those types of things? Because we don't have any, but many systems do.
Alright, you're fucking better. Oh, sorry. System collective pronouns are them, they, so you can use
It's
that.
just easier.
All of us do have.
We're working on that.
Easier for they, them. Right, but we also want to respect each one of you individually, so if you have a different pronoun that you want.
You're a fantasy altar? Cool.
You know.
Are you like a wolf?
Basically,
or
we
shadow?
we
or
want
what?
to be respectful to each one of you, yours individuality.
Like a creature or like a unicorn, Hannah.
Or an elf.
Elf.
Or a lawn gnome giving you.
You're an
middle
alien?
finger.
Fucking yeah, that's so fucking cool, bro. Sorry, I say dude and bro a lot. It's my generation.
And I'm glad nobody has any lawn gnomes giving people the middle finger.
Lawn gnomes? I'm sure there's some lawn gnome altars out there.
No,
I couldn't get that out.
Just wait for it.
After I have those little mini attacks, I get really kind
Just
of.
wait for Missy's response.
Oh. I think Garrett and Misty got something going on. What y'all think? Garrett and Misty sitting in a tree. I don't be disrespectful to
DID
Juan,
is dissociative identity disorder. It's what was formerly known in the medical community as multiple personality disorder, which basically
You keep seeing this? Awesome. Welcome, Bacon McGriddles. I love McGriddles from McDonald's. Just FYI.
Songbirds, or Midnight, is actually another resident here who also suffers from DID.
That's correct. Please
Basic-
ask questions. Keep
Yes.
them coming.
Basically what it is we have our host, Ernie, who went through childhood trauma in which he dissociated.
This is Garrett.
I'm Garrett. I'm actually the gatekeeper, which basically means I determine what altars come out. But basically there are 10 alternate identities that we know of that I guess we reside within Ernie, and you know we come out. You know, like, you know, I'm sure you've heard multiple personality disorder before.
Please keep the questions coming. That's why we're here. Tonight we've been talking about system communication, and a system is what we call the collective of the people that are part of Ernie's brain. And they are all individuals, but they are also a system, a collection, meaning that they need to learn to get along and communicate and work together to keep the host body, the body itself, safe. Like, for example, you don't want one running off committing a crime and putting the body in jail. So tonight that's what we've been talking about, is communication within a system. And I'm his system spouse. I'm Micah. And this is Garrett. But Ernie is my boyfriend, who's not here right now.
Right.
Yeah, I know, y'all. I know.
No, like it is. Ernie's really not very good at articulating his thoughts very well. He never really has been, and this may possibly be our thought.
That's awesome, dude. Sorry about your PTSD. We both suffer from
it. Right. Ernie has PTSD too. You know, it's a lot of it's a lot of mental ailments. You know, anxiety, depression, PTSD, night terrors. You know, of course, dissociative identity disorder.
But he's been getting therapy for that for years, Bacon McGriddles. And what's so fascinating is that he was just diagnosed this year with DID, and we met all of his alters, and so we decided to document that journey, and that's why we've been doing the stream. And so this channel is dedicated to not only his personal, it's helped him so much to come out here and do this, but we're also trying to help others to understand and reduce the stigma about like people with DID are dangerous, or you know, those types of things. And like it's for information, and it's also to try to help people. I can't explain it, but
right, yeah, the night terror things, and it's a bad thing because like usually a lot of times, like he doesn't remember his dreams. And part of the reason for that is when he starts to have a night terror,
the alters.
One of us is usually come to the front.
Sorry, alter stands for alternate identity.
Right. And lately it's been Casper, who is his what we call a little, because he's 9 years old. You know, he's a child alter. We call them littles. So he'll wake up, and like we literally have like a whole shelf of like teddy bears and such, and you know, he'll wake up and grab a teddy bear and go back to bed. And the reason we actually have a lot of them because of Moon Angel, who's Misty.
So sweet. So sweet.
And her children and her boyfriend were so kind to send them for Casper, because Casper really didn't have
any toys,
any kind of toys.
Because this is all, like I said, we're living this live and in person. Ernie and I have been together for 9 months, and he was like diagnosed, and all this happened while we were together. So I fell in love with someone that's now a brand new man, and so. Man, those sound so scary. I used to have a recurring dream about the devil, and like I would read the Bible to it and it would go away. Like, I don't know if that was because of my religious trauma or whatever. Sorry, I should have done a trigger warning for religious trauma. I'm sorry. Sucking at this.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting what TW means.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. I was reading it as time when. I was like, why are they speaking weird like that?
No, TW is trigger warning.
I'm sorry. You have to forgive me. Like, I'm very, like, technology and terms and stuff like that fall bad. But as I was saying, it's just Ernie's not very good, and I don't know if it's because of our fault or not, that he can't articulate his thoughts clearly. And honestly, like 90% of the time, he ends up saying not even close to what he's meaning to say. Never quite really figured that out. But I'm sorry, I'm not really like. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Midnight.
Please, Midnight, please. No. Misty, you good as fuck, man. You're my girl.
Okay.
What is that? I've read it, but I forgot.
Yeah, like I said, I'm unfamiliar with a lot of terms. Because, like I said, we're new to this.
Here, let me Google it real fast. That's what Google's for. And Micah, the psychic, to Google things. Yeah, fictives. It's people are quick.
Basically, like something.
Is that like when it's character? Like a fictional character from a TV show? I'm sorry, I know what they are. I just didn't know the. Yes, right.
So it's like literally it could be some person you knew in the past, or no, we do not have any factives that we're aware of. But...
No, not that I'm aware of. I mean, I do actually. I guess I don't know, like if he really is or not one that's effective. Well, actually, two, which is Dante, and he actually looks just like Dante from Dante's Inferno. And then there's one that calls himself Cloud, who looks a lot like Cloud from Final Fantasy.
But we haven't. They don't speak. We haven't spoken to them.
No, they haven't spoken.
I got you. A factive is someone you know from real life, and a fictive is derived from a book, TV show, movie, etc. Awesome. Thank you, because I knew those things. I just didn't know what they were called.
Right.
We don't have any fictives except Cloud
I'm saying,
and Dante.
I probably have two fictives. If I was gonna say if I had any factive at all, it would probably. Well, no, because he doesn't look anything like me.
Right.
I would say Xander, but that's just. No. I mean, not that I'm aware of. Actually, I take that back. I believe Samuel is. Like, I've never seen what he looks like, but he has the same name as someone that was elderly that died while I was a volunteer firefighter. And I think
that's interesting.
Samuel is
Midnight said that they have some that are like derived from the TV, but their personality is their own.
Right.
That's really cool.
Right. They didn't seem to really have a personality that they displayed at all. I mean, because here's the thing, I dreamed about them. Oddly enough, I was like dreaming of them before they actually showed up in the inner world, and I was surrounded by Dante and Pixie and everyone, and they were grabbing my arm and they were trying to, like,
Is Ernie
they're saying,
confronting with you right now?
No, it's because it's a shared dream. It's what we all dreamed about.
Oh, sorry.
They were grabbing the arm and dragging and basically say, "Come with us, come with us, come with us." And then it was like 2 nights of that happening, and then they actually presented in the firehouse in our inner world. But none of them said anything. The only one out of all of them that's ever had any communication with us is Pixie, and Pixie was hiding behind them the whole time. But they were basically...
I'd hide from y'all motherfuckers too, all y'all little dudes sitting around playing grab ass and shit.
Right, but basically they spent like 2 days sitting there face to face with Xander, just staring. Like, Xander was standing there smiling at them, and they were standing there smiling at Xander and never spoke. They never spoke a word, and then they've been gone ever since. Like, they have no idea where they went.
But we're ready for everything, and as a spouse, I just want to say that we're ready. I'm assuming that more altars will present over time. This is so new for him. We're living it live, as I always say. You're on the journey with us. We're on the roller coaster together.
Right, like, honestly, and during those 9 days when Ernie went dormant, we actually very much got panicked because we were afraid that some kind of trauma had triggered him, and that he was having another psychotic break, and that maybe possibly another altar was forming.
Yeah, that was actually one of the theories, that another altar was forming or splitting off.
Yeah, that we didn't know. And, so we ran around looking for a new altar, but
oh my God.
all that time we didn't find Pixie or anything.
I'm the cool auntie. I'm the one that shows up and, acts really inappropriate at Thanksgiving. That's me as fuck!
But, anyway, as far as the communication thing goes, and then it's the way that he explained it, is we've always... Since we came to be, have always tried to talk to him, almost constantly, have him hear us, and
it was him.
And basically, as he said, it's like hearing a muffled TV from rooms away. And then it was after it started, started noticing our voices became clearer and clearer to him after, he got the Havoc tattoo and, actually fully accepted us as being a part of himself. I guess he stopped seeing, like, as he said, he stopped seeing us as invaders and started seeing us as, like...
Part of him.
Like, part of him, like brothers that have split off.
Right.
And that's when, you know, and we didn't even notice it at first, you know, we were just still doing our normal rambling to each other stuff, hoping he could hear.
Yes.
And we had no idea that he could even hear us yet, and then he just all of a sudden starts giggling at something fucking, you know, one of us said, and we're like, did he just laugh at Gambit?
I'm sorry, I'm gotta work on my back here.
Yeah. I think it was Gambit said something funny. Or something
all I
that
know is
amused
we were
him.
at lunch and he was like, I can fucking hear them. And I was like, what the fuck? I dropped my utensils and everything. I was like, what is happening?
Right. That's the thing. Like, he giggled.
I got to scoop so they can see me.
And I can't remember who it was. It might have been Xander. Or I'm not sure who it was. But somebody said something and he giggled. And we were like, did he just giggle at us? So then we actually really started talking to him. And that's when he was like, holy fuck, I can hear them.
Well, did you hear the thing that I read? Because I was trying to, like, make the point. Okay, so, altars will remain. They'll just be working through the traumas they hold. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, Joey.
Alright, so, altars will remain. They just will be working through the traumas they hold and finding ways to cope, develop some emotional regulation and self-soothing, and try to break some of the harmful behaviors they have learned. Which means that you still have a collection of individuals who want different things, but who need to build a life together.
Right, and that, you know, that kind of...
I thought that's what we were doing, but Xander...
I mean, it is, and that's the thing also, and I was saying that almost that exact thing kind of applies with what's going on with Xander.
Yes, he's having his own transformation.
Well, it's really more he's reverting back to the personality he was created to be, which was a protector.
He don't like to protect me.
Right, you know, like I said, he was really the, you know, Casper became more needy. You know, Gambit, you know, his anger was there, but, you know, he kind of let it go because at the same time he understood that he fucked up. You know, Jeremy, he just became Jeremy. You know, he really didn't change very much because he really wasn't in there for that long. The others, like the other court ones, like Xander, Gambit, and then Casper, they were in there for 30 years, while, you know, Jeremy, he was like, you know, 10 or so.
Garrett, have you seen your inner world? Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, our inner world is as a, you know, because I am an altar, I live in the inner world, and it is basically it is a very large firehouse that's very similar to the firehouse that he worked in when he was a volunteer firefighter. You know, we all have our own rooms. It's very big. Like, there's, like, downstairs. I mean, that's basically our home. But, you know, we have, like, you know, the whole outside, too. We just kind of don't really see the point of exploring it because we know it's not really real. Like, yeah, we can do what we want to do while we're in there and have fun and occupy ourselves that way. But, you know, when it's not real, we kind of feel like, what's the point?
So they mainly hang out in the room and argue all day.
Right, we mainly just hang out in, like, the common area and, you know, just hang out and talk and argue and, you know, we just be guys, you know?
I have a question. Why do you think Ernie, like, he didn't give me any type of warning or nothing? He just went off on, like, why did he get triggered about people spying on him tonight?
I mean, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah, but I've been preaching about it for months, and he always brushes it off. Like, you're just being, you know, he would never use the words, I'm being dramatic.
I think it's probably just because of the safety of the fact that he doesn't actually know who he's talking to directly.
Because he's not confrontational.
No, he's not confrontational. So it's basically.
So if he knew who it was, he wouldn't have said that.
He what's the word? The term that we love to use back in the day. He was being a keyboard warrior.
Keyboard warrior. Prime time 2. Bro, didn't they like dismantle your page, bro? I mean, I'm glad you're back, but no more racist jokes, okay? You can get the ban hammer. We also have a system in here now, so we have to be really careful. Thank you.
Yeah, there were people that were very upset with the thing, but it was partially I take responsibility for it, and I do apologize for it too, because it was our fault. You did give us warning that it was going to be dark. We didn't really take into account for it. So we apologize to everyone watching that was offended by it as well. It's just as much our fault.
Yeah, we were encouraging that shit that night. So Neverland said Midnight is part of a Midnight said they're part of a subsystem, that we have a separate part of the inner world, but it's like a little city. Right. Midnight is polyfragmented, which we've talked about on a previous stream of what that means, and that means there's like 100 or more altars. It's very, very fascinating.
And I believe that like our inner world is probably a lot smaller because of the fact that we have fewer identities in it. That we basically, like, our main thing is the firehouse, because there's really only 5 of us that 6 now that are active.
Yes, go ahead, Hannah, hit us with it, girl.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's always Samuel, but literally all Samuel does is fucking sleep, or act like he's asleep. He's very inactive.
It's a really, really good question.
Yes, yeah. There's technology, like, I mean, it's not like it is here. I mean, we have like a big screen TV, but like it's like
Oh, Songbirds, yeah, because Ernie's the Havoc system's inner world's kind of basic.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, like, we do have that kind of stuff, like, because I mean, our inner world, it looks like, just like the real world. It's just interacting is completely different. Like, having toasters and blenders and stuff like that, it's ineffectual stuff.
They don't eat. They don't.
That's actually what I was gonna ask Midnight, is if in your world, in your inner world, do you guys sleep or do you eat?
Because
in ours we don't. Like, we can sleep. It's not that we're incapable of sleeping. We obviously, because that's all the fucking Samuel does. But like, we don't really require sustenance. You over there quietly texting too.
My bestie, Misty.
What do you do, little rat, speaking about?
We talk all day. I think she knows that I need support too.
You do. Ernie said it perfectly. You may not live in the inner world with us, but you are a part of the system too. You are a core part, and
I'm tired, Garrett. I'm so tired.
And I'll be honest with you, our system probably would have fallen apart without you.
I'm just tired. It's like
Right, exactly. That's what I say about how we have like a big screen TV, and then it's not like an actual like TV. It's just like how we can see what's going on.
Are you in one of my chat support groups on Facebook? Because somebody was talking about how they have a karaoke night with their inner world. That's the second system I've heard talk about that.
That's the last fucking thing our system needs.
Y'all all disagree on your music tastes. It's just I
mean,
y'all,
that's not true.
Just ignore me. Just ignore me.
We all have a fondness for fucking classic rock and hair bands.
Yeah, well, yeah, we all kind of agree there.
Fuck you, Misty. Fucking moon pie.
The thing is ever since we got communication and some system responsibility, we haven't really let the adults have their time out, and I think it's something I've been asking Ernie about. We've let Casper have a lot of time out, but they haven't gotten to, and so because we haven't
right. Okay. See, so that's what I was wondering if it's the same for every system or not, because we don't need we can eat and everything, and all that shit, but we don't need to. Oh, mine.
What?
I'll be in the chat.
The body speaks when the body speaks. The body just took Garrett away to the bathroom. So now y'all are stuck with me. I think I'm actually worried about tomorrow, like in the back of my mind. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me or why I'm being like a little crybaby tonight. But I think I'm worried because I have promised my friend to spend the day and night with her tomorrow night. And I haven't spent that's like a 24-hour thing to me. And that's a long time to be away from the system. And I know he's a grown adult and he's doing really good right now. And I shouldn't worry about any of them, but I am. And I'm just trying to be a friend to my friend that needs me, but my heart wants to be over here. But she actually called me out on it and was like, "You're just stuck up your boyfriend's ass," and which was a little more complicated than that. This is not a normal situation. Anyway, so I made a promise to her tomorrow. So I think that's what's on my mind right now. I mean, I'm still triggered from when the system went crazy and the psychotic break happened, and Xander and people were leaving and wrecking the car and all that stuff, and things have been going so great. I guess there's a part of me what can I do to stop it though? That's the thing. As the support system and as the spouse, I don't even know why I'm sitting here acting like if I'm here it would change anything. If they decided to be misbehave, that's a good way of saying it. What could I do? Oh my God. Garrett just said more eggs and bacon. No more eggs and bacon, I'm sorry. You're right. It's anxiety. What y'all saw earlier with Xander was actually my version of my panic attacks. It's like I freeze and I cry and I don't know, but that's basically, I rarely have hyperventilation panic attacks anymore. I have those. So that's why my energy's been a little drained since that happened. It's not because I'm sad or depressed. It's because that was a panic attack which drained me. And if you have panic attacks, you know what I mean. Afterwards, you kind of feel you almost feel a little zen a little bit, but it's I don't know. I guess because you release so much adrenaline in a panic attack. I don't know. Are y'all reading what Garrett's texting from the bathroom? Trigger warning. Oh no. Garrett learned what TW means. Well, in Ireland, that's a normal word they use a lot.
Yeah. And then it's like, then everything's emotional for the rest of the night for no fucking reason. Because you're just like, he got those. He good. I love them. I use them for cleanup after, you know. Also, everyone keeps insisting that I get a duvet. Everyone's like, not a duvet. What's it called? A bidet. Sorry, a duvet is the blanket. I have one of those too. Yeah, you do sleep after a panic attack. Yeah, you get, like, I feel like I'm kind of druggy acting right now. I've got those little feminine wipes that I use too for like whore baths, like if you're on the go and you gotta get to work and you're late. What's the John Wayne toilet paper? um, right before stream, I take me a little whore bath, unless I've had a shower like tonight. I'll get my little spritz out, my deodorant, and try to like make my face look not so sleepy, you know. I do a little something for y'all. I'll spruce up for y'all. I put a bra on. That's good. Because when I'm at home, I'm in pajamas. Period. I don't stay dressed. You could. I hate being dressed. Oh, I get it. The John Wayne toilet paper. I get it. It happens, man. Yes. I get those feminine wipes. I get the sensitive skin ones, but they're all really good by they're over there by the douches and shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's officially your birthday, as in the host's birthday, or the original altar, or as in your system birthday? What kind of birthday? Because everybody celebrates their birthdays differently midnight. So I was just curious. Happy birthday, Neverland. So is the body having a birthday? The body birthday. So you're 19, or are you turning 18? That's freaking awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, our friends from Neverland. Happy birthday to you. That was like my Broadway version. I have like all kinds of different versions of that. Yes. That's how our system does it too. They just celebrate the body's birthday, but they don't age. So, I've already thought of Christmas. So I don't know what you guys do as a system because you have so many. But like, I've been reading a lot online because that's what I do all day pretty much. And that I should get presents for each altar and stuff like that, or try to include them in holidays and things. So I have a lot of ideas for Christmas already. So, oh, thanks. That was I really actually sing. Been singing my whole life. I've won a bunch of contests and I've traveled around the country singing, and never got famous. But that's because I was in horrible abusive relationships when I could have really broke through in my 20s. But you know, it is what it is. But I still do a lot of theater and sing a lot. Like I still get a chance to perform. I'm kind of famous locally, you know. Yeah, Joey's definitely heard me sing, so that's not something I'm capping about. There's no cap when I say that I can sing. That's not a joke. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad we got to be here for your birthday. I'm sorry I sound so low energy about it. That's awesome. I'm so happy we could be here for your birthday. Because, like, actually, I'm really happy that we were with you. So, what you got going on tomorrow, Joey?
Joey, I need you to text me. Ah, gotcha. I need you to text me the airport I'm supposed to fly into to come see you because I want to see you this year. Like, I need to make that happen this year. And I'm not driving, so, and I gotta get a passport, so I need to start making plans. Oh, that's right. Yes. I didn't know you were having trouble with that because you had that surgery so long ago. Stop clapping Wonder Bread? I don't get it. Anyways, good night, Joey. We'll talk. I just want to say thanks to everyone tonight for, like, everything, as usual. I feel like I have to, like, thank you guys, because, like, this is, like, it keeps Ernie and his system very grounded, which is what we talked about last night. Grounding. So I'm really glad we started the stream. It's life changing for Ernie and the Havoc system. It really is, and me too. I get to get things off my chest. I get to find things out as y'all are finding things out. We don't just sit around and switch altars. Like, I mean, they switch when they want to, but like I don't get to sit around and go, can I ask so and so a question? Like, it's just a little inappropriate. So sometimes it's kind of nice when they want to come out because I get to ask questions I've been holding on to. Me too. You should have psychology as an option to take it in high school, but it's definitely there when you get to college. Lots of different stuff. Man, tell me about it. Like, every time I think that I can't come up with a good topic or something, I'm like, oh, this is important when you talk about this or whatever. Yeah. I usually get inspired by something I read online or something another system has said that I follow or something that's happened with Ernie or with the system. I usually get inspired. I'm the one that kind of comes up with the ideas, you know, and then he's like, cool, you know. It's so disrespectful. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's been helpful to me to do these streams, because when the alters want to come out, I get a chance to talk to them, because I don't, it's like so disrespectful to be like, let me talk to so-and-so. Like, can you imagine if I sat around and did that, like, to Ernie all day? Like, he would probably feel like, okay, so you don't want to talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just disrespectful. Oh, Songbird, you're modded. That means you can put the band hammer. If you want to be a moderator, you don't have to. Honestly, they haven't really been switching out randomly at all since we started communicating. So it's been pretty, like, I know when they're coming, they'll tell me, you know, or Ernie will tell me or whatever, except for the other night when he got upset about his mom. I wasn't ready for that one. Oh, hey, Ernie. Neverland, do you know what that's like? Midnight, you know what it's like to not enjoy a fronting activity and be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah, I used to. Like, you should see the notes in my phone. They are so crazy. Like, I used to take notes on the altars when they first appeared because he had full amnesia, you know? And, like, the first night I met Garrett, let me see if I can find that shit. The first night I met Garrett. Because they were, like, playing with me. Even Garrett, who's a gentleman, was playing with me because...
Oh, wow. This was right before the psychotic break on July 23rd. Garrett doesn't like you, wants to be free of this shite, protects you by not letting the others out because they will hurt you or the others or other people. He has no say over you except to not let the others out. He says you needed help a long time ago, but you're afraid to lose the ability to go away or check out. Your fear is not to lose him, it's to lose the ability to go away when you are afraid. That's some deep shit. That's some shit Garrett told me on July 23rd. He said that Ernie was not trying to get help, but not because he was afraid of Garrett going away, but because he was afraid he couldn't go away. That's deep. Because there are 4 more of them you have no idea of, and they are all dangerous. Some more dangerous than Gambit. Okay, so this night he told me about Gambit, Jeremy. This is what I wrote down. He said Gambit fights and is crazy acting. Jeremy, no impulse control. He let Jeremy come out Thursday when the car got wrecked because he refused to fuck with you while you were on drugs, but knew Jeremy would do things that scared you enough not to take that shite anymore. That doesn't make any sense to y'all, but basically that day he had taken too much lorazepam for, personal reasons. Stop what? Okay, sorry. I was just, I forgot how that came up, but I was talking about how informational it all has been. That, I used to take notes and recordings and, it's just been every day. It's more information. That was my point. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ernie. I love you. Anyways, that was the first we ever heard of other alters or anything was that night. I don't even know why that's still on my phone. I guess I have a history degree, so sometimes I think stuff's important for history purposes to be able to look back to reflect on how far you've come and things like that. Anyways. So yeah, that was, I think, either the night of the Rise of Havoc or really close to it. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, you're on the little phone. I was like, why are you not texting me? Sorry, I wasn't looking up. I apologize. Yeah. So Neverland said they can leave instantly. Neverland, do you rap? I mean, when you rap, do you have a trouble switching, or are you really quick at it? Yeah, I have this whole closet full of memories, cards, and I keep everything, how Arnie was showing those napkins that he wrote on. I've kept those. Right. That's what I found out from other systems as well, Midnight, that some alters switch faster than others because they've been around longer or whatever. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. He still takes a minute to switch too because it's all so new because he only had Garrett. Garrett, I'm surprised Garrett takes as long as he does to switch, but then again, Garrett didn't really present that often, so that would make sense as well. I'm really sentimental about stuff. I keep the weirdest things, the hats we wore when we made Affiliate. I kept one of those and I wrote on it Affiliate night and the date, and I kept that. It got thrown in the memory closet. I keep so much stuff. Listening to me about charging that phone.
We're about to hit the 3-hour mark, y'all, and that's about as far as I can go. I be tapping out. Yes, exactly. That was me. It doesn't matter if it's dying. Hopefully are you gonna be back soon so you can say bye? If not, I'll go ahead and click out. I don't want to leave you guys. I don't, but I actually have to work during the day, so I get really tired right about now. Plus, I had a panic attack, so I'm like drained. Love you, Jordan. I don't know. I don't know if Ernie wants to come back and say bye. So I don't know if he's at any point in his journey, bathroom journey, where he's gonna be able to come back soon. If not, Ernie, are you gonna be able to come back and say bye? Jordan from Neverland spells their name with a Y. I do remember that. So, as of now, we probably will not stream tomorrow night unless Ernie decides to stream on his own. And if he does, please show him the same support y'all give both of us. And I'll be watching, and I don't know if I can, like, be not rude to my friend, but I'll try to bounce in if I can. He may not. He may decide to sleep because I'm not here. That's his favorite thing to do. But usually when he comes on, he doesn't stay but 30 minutes or so. But it just depends on what he's in the mood for. I don't know. There definitely will not be an outline or format. He probably will not give a disclaimer or a trigger warning. He might not even introduce himself. So if we have any visitors, people in the chat may have to be like, oh, he has DID, blah, 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 blah. You may have to do what I normally do to inform newbies what the fuck's going on. Thanks, y'all. And I'll be really happy to see y'all again on Wednesday. Well, actually, Tuesday's Talk Shit Tuesday, so he should be able to moderate that. He should be able to do that one. Aw, you're such a sweetie, Hannah. Oh, I think I hear the door. I feel like Mr. Rogers. I think I hear the door. I do. He made it back. You okay?
That was a double flusher.
A double flusher? Damn.
Like fucking soft serve machine.
Soft serve machine. Ugh. All right, Ernie, come on here so we can say bye. We've been on here for almost 3 hours.
Oh, sorry. My legs started to go to sleep.
Y'all are fine. We don't expect y'all to spend every night with us. Like, everyone needs to have a life.
Yeah,
outside of the system.
plus, like I said, there's not 100% guarantee. Like, I'll let y'all know in Discord, if
well, it's Talk Shit Tuesday, so you should, you could actually just...
Well, like I said...
Be random.
Like I said, I'll let everybody know in Discord what I'm gonna do.
But
because I might just stream a game. I might download Sims 4 again. And what the fuck is going on with my voice?
I don't know, but it's like you got a glottal. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's like
okay, there we go. Like I may just end up streaming a game or something and while talking to y'all. You know?
That sounds fun.
But like I said, I'll let everyone know. But like I said, I'm not gonna 100% guarantee that there's gonna be a stream because I may just go into Netflix and chill mode or something.
Yeah, we've been streaming for 8 days in a row, but it's because when part of your affiliate contract is you have to stream so many hours, you have to. So. But we want to.
Well,
this is our therapy.
It's really not required. I mean, really, the requirements are very, very low for affiliate. It's that genuinely I enjoy doing it, and
also you made a promise to yourself,
right.
as a goal that even if you were having a bad day, you wouldn't be lazy about the stream.
Like yesterday. Yesterday was a very, very hard day for me as a system, and you know.
Can y'all make sure that he went and took care of my dogs though, because he said he would do that, so I could go to my friend's house and spend the night.
Yeah, like I said, I might not. Like if I get into like the gaming mood, you know, or I feel like playing a video game, I might as well stream it. Yeah. I'll probably be playing something boring like Harvest Moon or Craftopia or Minecraft, you know, something that's just chill, but you know.
All right, well, everybody's saying goodnight. We love you guys. Be good to each other. Be good to the world, and tell your friends about us. Bring them on in here. We get to get the questions. We love it.
No, you know, of course. Well, I'll check in on Discord and stuff, so you know you can keep in touch with us.
Yes,
on there.
Please keep in touch with us on Discord. That's fun. We could chat during the day.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Love you. We love you so much. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
End.